Bellamy was thrown to the ground again, but was destined to be unable to get up this time. Lin Tian directly threw it to the ground, and in an instant, Lin Tian received the system's prompt. Congratulations to the host. Kill the devil fruit capable person. Get a little awakening point. After Bellamy was killed, no one around dared to despise Lin Tian anymore. Just when the group of pirates focused on Lin Tian and Bellamy, the pirates sent a call for help. There is a navy. A navy has landed. How come the navy is here? It's impossible. My God. It's really the navy. Not far away, several warships docked on Guy Island. Immediately ran down countless navies from the warship, and they rushed toward Magic Valley Town with rifles in their hands. The navy is coming and run. How could so many navies suddenly be dispatched? What the hell are you here for? Damn it. Countless pirates panicked and fled to the other side, but helplessly. The other side was also surrounded by the navy, and they were unable to retreat. At this time, Lin Tian saw a man, and he was shocked. This man was tall, wearing a white suit vest and dark blue shirt. There is also a green eye patch on the forehead. Wearing a navy cloak of justice, it looks majestic. Hey. The little brother over there. I'm looking for a guy named Lin Tian. Please let him catch it. The man spoke calmly and casually, but there was pressure between the gestures. Unexpectedly, the navy sent the famous green pheasant General Money to deal with me. The green pheasant has a strong aura, and Lin Tian's aura is even stronger. You must know that Lin Tian is a full-level overlord. How can his aura be weak? Seeing this young man in front of me has such a momentum, the green pheasant also secretly admires it, but his mouth Shang said, since you know me, didn't you figure out the status quo? Ice Age. As soon as the green pheasant said, he directly used the big move. Everything around him began to freeze quickly. Upon seeing this, Lin Tian directly waved the kunjang in his hand, and when he slashed out, the sword aura rose. The sharp sword aura cut a bottomless trench between Lin Tian and Qing Pheasant. Even in the Ice Age of Qing Pheasant, Lin Tian could not be frozen. But looking around, Demon Valley Town has been frozen into a world of ice. Oh, I didn't expect to escape my strongest Ice Age so easily. The green pheasant's eyes changed, and then he rushed over with a shave. Qing's palm directly ejected 5 icicles and attacked Lin Tian. Frozen fruit. Lin Tian immediately straightened the village and smashed the 5 icicles one by one. The green pheasant's complexion changed and said, think, you haven't entered the new world, you have even learned domineering. But I was even more shocked. This guy is armed and domineering. At least Teacher Zephyr and Lieutenant General Karp are on the same level. Devil Fruit Reward Task Cloth. Defeat the green pheasant. You will get a natural frozen fruit ability card. Hearing the system's reminder, Lin Tian immediately became a little excited. In order to obtain the frozen fruit, Lin Tian's attack became even more fierce. What makes Lin Tian even more excited is that now he already has the strength to not be afraid of generals. It's time for me to attack next. Chop. Lin Tian drew a sword aura, and the green pheasant directly became elemental and avoided this attack. As you can see, I am a person with the ability to freeze fruits. No matter how powerful your sword aura is, it will not be effective on me. Lin Tian didn't care about the green pheasant, and he smiled and said, I know, you can only use domineering to deal with your natural abilities. But look at this trick, can you avoid elementalization? Lin Tian directly used the big move, Mighty Scroll. This trick is the ability of Piao Piao fruit. You actually have such a fruit ability. No matter how calm the green pheasant is, it will drop a few drops of cold sweat. It seems that hard connection is impossible. The green pheasant immediately pressed his hand to the ground. Ice Age. The green pheasant has released his own big move again. However, Lin Tian's earth scroll uprooted the surrounding buildings and land in Demon Valley Town to form a huge palm, which has already attacked the green pheasant. Unexpectedly, his strength is so strong. The green pheasant is also helpless. It seems that if you don't get serious, you might lose your life this time. What? The green pheasant fully promotes the fruit ability. However, Lin Tian seemed comfortable. Finally, the two big moves collided together, and the green pheasant burst out with all his strength to freeze Lin Tian's magical earth scroll. General, it is really strong. But this move is not my strongest one. Lin Tianshan had appeared behind the green pheasant without realizing it. The green pheasant was panting as soon as he resisted such a powerful attack, but suddenly heard Lin Tian's voice yelling, "No, it's a miscalculation." Lin Tian said directly, "1,000 solutions, Qinban Yingjing Yan." The two huge rows of blades immediately turned into cherry blossoms. Unlike usual, the billions of cherry blossom petals are not pink. It's black. Could it be that? When the green pheasant saw the cherry blossoms of this color, he suddenly got a cold sweat. That's right. These billions of cherry blossom-shaped blades have been covered by me, armed and domineering. Now you can't escape the elementalization. King Yan Qinban Sakura. Lin Tian directly controlled the Qinban Sakura wrapped in the armed color to wrap the green pheasant. Freezing time capsule. 2 thorny spears on ice. Storm pheasant's mouth. Unexpectedly, the green pheasant still has so much physical strength. Lin Tian frowned. Although he successfully caught the green pheasant, the counterattack of the green pheasant still made him panic. Ice Age. Sure enough to be the 3 major Navy admiral, you still have the remaining strength. Lin Tian was also amazed by the perseverance and strength of the green pheasant. And the green pheasant also made a small gap in Qinban Sakura, and then used Yubu to escape in a hurry. Although he was lucky enough to escape, the blue pheasant before him was already covered in blood and panting. The most terrifying thing was his injury. It looked terrifying and exhausted. Your strength is terrible. Close combat or long-range combat is good. Fruit power, domineering, swordsmanship. Even the 6 forms are so advanced. I really don't know why a monster like you appeared in the sea. This time I lost. The green pheasant also looked at Lin Tian and said involuntarily. Lin Tian looked at the blue pheasant, who generously admitted that he was defeated, but also a little surprised. Green pheasant. You have your justice. If you blame it, you are the Navy and I am a pirate. Lin Tian said that he would control Qinbenying and kill the green pheasant. However, there was a voice from behind. Forgive him, Captain. Lin Tian looked back and saw Nicole Robin. You are Nicole Robin. Why are you interceding for me? The green pheasant looked at Robin in a bit of astonishment. As an admiral, the green pheasant never thought that he would be let go by Robin. Lin Tian knows that although the green pheasant is an admiral of the Navy, it can be regarded as protecting Robin all the time. Had it not been for the blue pheasant, Robin might have died in the killing order in the original O'Hara incident. Lin Tian looked at Robin, and suddenly a system voice came in his mind. Congratulations to the host for defeating the Admiral Green Pheasant. You have obtained a frozen fruit ability card. Because you have defeated the more powerful devil fruit ability, you have won Devil Fruit Awakens 3 points. Lin Tian also thought about it. Since he got what he wanted, plus Nicole Robin's plea, he naturally had no reason to shoot the green pheasant. I let you go this time. I won't be so lucky next time. Green pheasant. Lin Tian is not a soft-hearted person, but he is not a cruel-hearted person. After achieving his goal, Lin Tian stopped. The green pheasant looked at Robin, looking at Lin Tian, and said helplessly, unexpectedly, I will be pleaded by you, Robin. Let's go. Robin let go of the green pheasant. The green pheasant dragged his badly injured body and looked at the leaving figure of Lin Tian and his party, not knowing what he was thinking. General, don't you need to chase Lin Tian and his party? A navy arrived at the green pheasant and asked. But suddenly seeing the blue pheasant, who was seriously injured, the navy was also deeply shaken for a while. General, what's wrong with you? You are hurt like this. Could it be Lin Tian? How could it be possible that even General Green Pheasant can't match him? How is it possible? The green pheasant is a general. It must have been attacked by someone. The surrounding navy was all speculating, and the green pheasant smiled bitterly and shook his head and said, don't guess, we won't chase Lin Tian. Now go directly to the headquarters. I lost. After the pheasant said that he was defeated, the surrounding navies were already in various consternations. Blue blue blue, oh, Kuzan. Called yes, the person on the opposite side is the Navy Marshal Sengoku. Sorry, Marshal. I was defeated by Lin Tian. The green pheasant admitted that he was wrong. You are not joking, you said you were defeated by Lin Tian. The Warring States period is obviously unbelievable. Yes, he seems to have the ability of the Golden Lion's fluttering fruit, and he seems to be awakened, and his armed color is also very powerful, at least at the level of Lieutenant General Karp. Although I tried my best, I finally lost. Of course, the Warring States period knew what this meant. That was the Admiral. Lin Tian was able to defeat the Admiral. It shows that Lin Tian's strength has reached or even surpassed that of the Admiral. I didn't expect that kid to grow so fast. The Warring States was also extremely shocked, and finally said helplessly, "Forget it, you come back first. Give a specific report." To say that besides the Golden Lion, who knows the Piao fruit best, it is naturally the Warring States period and Carp. Once they were the biggest Golden Lion and did not suffer from this ability. Although the natural ability is powerful, it is not incomprehensible. Lin is able to master the domineering armed color, and it is natural to deal with the green pheasant. Thinking of Lin Tian's increasing threat, the Warring States period once again raised the rewards of Lin Tian and his party. The green pheasant finally reluctantly led the navy to Ma Lin, and the detailed report went. Besides Lin Tian was naturally a little proud of defeating the green pheasant, because he not only obtained the demon fruit awakening points, but also obtained the self-reliance from the green pheasant. It is the ability card of jelly fruit. Know that this is a natural element. If it is developed properly, it will definitely greatly enhance Lin Tian's strength. System. Give it to me. Freezing fruit ability card. Okay. Host. You have successfully used it. You have now acquired the ability to freeze fruits. Hearing the system's answer, Lin Tian suddenly felt some unexpected changes in his body. Lin Tian felt a haze of light hitting him, but the invigorating and refreshing feeling in his whole body could not be stopped. In a short while, Kung Fu Lin Tian absorbed the ability to freeze the fruit, and the corners of his mouth rose slightly. Lin Tian found all the partners and returned to the strongest number. Unexpectedly, the captain defeated even the admiral. The boss is terrible now. Big brother, where is our destination next? Since Lin Tian had already replenished the supplies, Lin Tian's goal of reaching Magic Valley Town on Gaia Island had been achieved, and Lin Tian controlled the strongest ship to float into the sky. The record pointer still points to the top. Nuoqigao looked at the sky and reminded Lin Tiandao. The next goal is the Sky Island. Hold on, everyone. We are going to speed up. After Lin Tian said this, he immediately urged the Piao fruit, and the strongest ship flew up into the sky like a spaceship in an instant. Wow. This is the first time I fly so high. Sky Island? The cloud is really beautiful. Nuoqigao, Zauba, Freud, Guina, and Nicole Robin were all excited. Upon seeing this, Lin Tian accelerated the speed of the spacecraft again. After a while, everyone had already passed through the clouds and reached the empty sea. Although he arrived at the Qiwuhai, it was not the destination of Lin Tian and his party. After a short stop, Lin Tian found the waterfall in the original book. If you follow the route of the original book, you will pass through the gate of heaven, pay the entry fee, and then express the shrimp carry a boat across the Yun Canal to reach the next level of the White Sea. But Lin Tian owns the floating fruit, so naturally he doesn't need to be so troublesome at all. He directly controls the floating fruit to fly directly up the Yun Canal. Even the mother-in-law who was guarding the door was not alarmed, and Lin Tian and his party flew directly to a higher altitude. In a short while, Kung Fu Lin Tian and his party arrived at Angel Beach. Lin Tian stopped the boat and finally got off the boat with everyone. Wow. This cloud is so soft. Yes. You can still swim in the clouds. Is this a sky island? It's so interesting. The world is so big. It's really fun to take an adventure with the captain. The 5 partners also got off the boat one after another, and they were extremely interested in everything around them. But Lin Tian didn't forget his destination. After playing for a while at Angel Beach, he led everyone to the Island of God. As soon as I arrived at the Island of Gods, I saw the green but extremely huge trees in the original book. The next battle may be coming. Nojiko Floyd stays, Xiao Ba, you protect them, Robin, Guina and I set off, and then, we will have another big fight. I don't know if the god at this time is Ganfor or Anilu. Lin Tian thought. If Anilu hasn't come yet, it would be embarrassing, but the tasks of the system generally won't let me go for nothing. I am afraid that because I came into this world, the original plot has also undergone some changes. The incident in Alabaston also happened several years in advance. Maybe Anilu will come here 2 years in advance. Lin Tian and Guina Nicole Robin were walking on the empty island, and suddenly Lin Tian felt a feeling of being peeped. It felt like Lin Tian didn't like it, but it was only for a moment. It's time to come. As soon as Lin Tian's voice fell, he felt a sense of danger coming. Lin Tian immediately used the ability to freeze fruits. Ice Wall. Lin Tian's move is to stimulate the ability to freeze frozen fruits, condensing thick ice into an ice wall, and it is also Lin Tian's defensive move. Sure enough, a thunder struck Lin Tian's trio. Since this attack was prevented early, Lin Tian also easily blocked this attack with an ice wall. It seems that as soon as Anilu found me, he attacked me with this thunder. Unexpectedly, when I just landed on the island, I felt my breath. Could it be that this is the power of the heart network? As Lin Tian was thinking, 5 figures appeared in front of Lin Tian and his party. The position in the middle is surprisingly familiar to Lin Tian, Anilu. I saw Anilu, wearing a white headscarf. Under the headscarf was the ant's head. The earlobes are breathtakingly long, and Anilu's hairstyle is also very long, with a naked upper body, a thunder drum on the back, a gold ring on his hand, and a gold stick in his hand. Wearing bloomers on the lower body, bare feet, with rings on toes. It turns out to be 3 little mice. I am still the god of this empty island. Anilu smiled contemptuously when he saw Lin Tian. He didn't pay attention to Lin Tian's trio 3 in the slightest. Lin Tian knew that the 4 people 4 beside Ani Road were the 4 great priests who came to this place with Ani Road. Robin, Guina, give you the 444 guys over there. Give me this big-eared thief. Lin Tian started the battle arrangement, but Ani Road on the opposite side obviously heard Lin Tian's arrangement. Presumptuous. How dare to blaspheme. Anilu was furious, looking at Lin Tian as if he gently pinched Lin Tian to death. God, don't be funny. Just let me try your god's power. Freezing time. Lin Tian directly activated the ability of frozen fruit and attacked Anilu and the 4 priests. Because the attack was sudden and the attack area was large, the 4 priests had to evade. And Anilu, after elementalization, also regarded Lin Tian in front of him as his opponent. So you have the power of ice. Anilu is also facing it squarely. But I'm a god. Anilu also moved immediately. Lin Tian finally fought Anilu, God's sanction. Anilu waved his hand, and suddenly a lightning bolt struck Lin Tian quickly. Lin Tian had quick eyes and quick hands, and immediately used ultra-high-speed footwork to evade. Anilu is not the one who accepts as soon as he sees it. He keeps summoning thunder and lightning to strike Lin Tian one by one. Lin Tian didn't choose to defend and kept avoiding and approached Ani Road. You bastard. Give me a punch. Lin Tian still directly hit Anilu with a punch. Don't underestimate this punch. This punch Lin Tian covers the armed color domineering, not 4. In addition, just to understand the anger, Lin Tian didn't catch a cold for the fool who kept saying that he was a god in front of him. So this is the purpose of your approach to me. I am a god. Ordinary attacks are not effective on me. Anilu confidently intends to resist Lin Tian's attack. He intends to elementalize. The natural devil fruit was almost unsolvable in the early stage, but Anilu was quite unlucky. The young man he encountered had a full-scale armed look and domineering. Just when Anilu thought Lin Tian's attack was invalid, Lin Tian's punch also came. The power of this punch was amazing. This punch came with the wind and hit Anilu's stomach firmly. Ever since Anilu received such a powerful blow, he immediately knelt on the ground and covered his stomach, vomiting blood and coughing. Cough, cough, cough. Who are you? How could you attack me? I am a god. You are just a low-level human. Anilu couldn't believe that everything in front of him was the truth. In his cognition, all physical attacks are ineffective against him. No matter how strong a physical attack is, he can use his abilities to create electric light and neutralize the attacking attack. However, what happened before him has subverted his own perception. Damn it. I was careless. Mortal, you will welcome the wrath of God. Anilu was shocked and furious. No one has made himself so embarrassed, and Anilu, who feels that his dignity as a god has been violated, has directly released his own big move. 1 volt. Thunderbird. Anilu directly summoned Thunderbird and attacked Lin Tian. Breaking mouth. Lin Tian also directly created an ice bird to quickly attack Ani Road. This ice thunder. 1 cold and 1 hot. The 2 forces finally met together, and the sky suddenly broke. The airwave rolled. The 2 forces are both natural forces, and they also cancel each other out. Is this guy also a god with the same ability as me? Anilu couldn't help but conjecture boldly. The ability of the thunder fruit is really good. I'm going to make it. Anilu must die. Lin Tian didn't stop there, but went on to directly use the big trick of freezing the fruit. Ice Age. As soon as Lin Tian's voice fell, there was an extremely cold air current around it, and the temperature as low as -0 hit Ani Road. Everything around was turned into ice sculptures by Lin Tian's big move. Anilu had no time to retreat, so she had to use her ability to squeeze the fruit of thunder and fly. Seeing Anilu flying up, Lin Tian shouted again, "Ice Cube, 2 thorn spears." Several rows of ice spears immediately appeared behind Lin Tian and attacked Anilu. Between the lightning and the fire, Anilu had to use his abilities to resist. Anilu gathered a large amount of thunder and lightning in both hands, not only flashed Lin Tian's 2 thorn spears, but also shattered the 2 thorn spears with thunder and lightning. Lin Tian continued to use his abilities to attack Ani Road remotely. Hockey. Freeze time capsule. Lin Tian used all kinds of long-range abilities one after another, but Anilu was under even more pressure and finally had no time to take care of it. "You guy will play with me again. Let you see my true strength, 200 million volts, Thor." Anilu suddenly transformed into Thor's form. Anilu instantly transformed into Thor's form. An extremely powerful thunder and lightning appeared around Anilu. Even Lin Tian did not dare to directly shake Anilu. But the stronger Anilu was, the more excited Lin Tian was. Because the stronger Anilu is, the stronger his fruiting ability is. It's just that the normal thunder fruit is so strong, if you are awakening, you don't know how strong it is. Lin Tian was overjoyed. Not only was he not afraid of seeing Anilu, but there was a feeling of excitement. Anilu used the form of Thor of 200 million volts, and Lin Tian didn't need to use long-range attacks to interfere with Anilu. "Since you used a big move, then I should be a little more serious." Anilu also heard Lin Tian's words, and couldn't help but furiously said, "Don't be there to pretend to be garlic, a mere mortal. Do you want to touch the high gods too?" Lin Tian said speechlessly, "It seems that you are not a little serious, you still think that you are a superior god." Shen Yusuo Dewan. Lin Tian directly urged the ability of Piao Piao fruit. After awakening, the ability of Piao Piao fruit has become much stronger. The surrounding area was originally frozen by Lin Tian, and now the ice sculptures around the Piao Piao fruit that passed by Lin Tian are all wrapped up by the ability of Piao Piao fruit. The land, ice, and various trees are all mixed together by Lin Tian's fluttering fruits. After that, the giant palms of various colors like the disaster film were formed. The difference between Jiwan and Gosho Jiwan is that the Jiwan is just pure land, while the Gosho Jiwan controls multiple substances. Therefore, the Gosho Jimanu should be stronger. A giant palm in front of him, like a god, grabbed Anilu. The speed is unimaginable. Anilu was also extremely shocked. This power. It must be the power of the gods. I didn't expect this kid. He also has the power of the gods just like me. But Anilu is still not worried, because no one has ever been able to resist his own attack, and he has never lost. Although he mistakenly believes that Lin Tian is a god, he still insists that he is the strongest god. Will lose. After Anilu calmed down, he chose to fight with Lin Tian. Ani Road swept towards Lin Tian's divine imperial palace. 200 million volts collided with Gosho Chimaki. Suddenly, there was an even stronger impact sound than just before. Although the thunder and lightning is strong, Lin Tian's imperial scroll is a big move after 2 awakenings. There are constantly new lands and rocks around, and they are involved in Lin Tian's attacks. Under the attack of Thor, not only does it show no signs of becoming smaller and disappearing, but it is getting bigger and bigger. Anilu is also more brave as he fights, without fear. Lin Tian smiled slightly and said, looking at you as a god, you can still hold Lin Tian aside while waiting and observing, it is extremely relaxed. However, Anilu on the opposite side is getting harder and harder, from being unhurried just now, to the gradual weakness of the body, and to the end of the hardship. Lin Tian knew that even the devil fruit ability could not be used all the time. Even Anilu could not maintain a state of 200 million volts for too long. However, Lin Tian's imperial palace Dewan can last for almost unlimited time. After all, His fluttering fruit has awakened twice. It is especially powerful. It's over. It can't hold on like this. Anilu was also agitated, and his face was anxious. Humph. Anilu then regained his Thor state out of breath. Lin Tian immediately controlled the Imperial Scroll, and it would be directly crushed. But who knows that Anilu still has the remaining stamina, and a thunder shadow flashes past and disappears. Oh my god. Isn't this guy known as a god? Lin Tian smiled bitterly in an instant. Seeing that the system did not prompt to defeat Anilu, Lin Tian knew that he had to kill Anilu, and he was also flying up. After observing it, he flew in one direction. However, after a while, Lin Tian finally found Anilu. Anilu was in his own spaceship at this time, riding the Arc Proverbs and wanted to fly high in the sky. Lin Tian looked at him and gave a smirk, and he immediately controlled the Arc's Proverbs to fly towards him through the ability of the fluttering fruit. What's going on? Is my Arc Proverb broken? Anilo thought anxiously. If he was found by the monster just now, he would not be able to escape. Unexpectedly, Anilu looked up and saw Lin Tian staring at him and laughing. You, the so-called god, ran away before the winner was determined. Is this really okay? Lin Tian sarcastically said. Anilu also gave up. Seeing that he couldn't escape, he immediately urged his fruit ability, knocking on the shoulders of the taiko drum and shouting, 1-volt Thunder Dragon. Anilu was panting and sweating coldly in front of the building. It was obvious that the previous confrontation with Lin Tian had made him lose more energy. Seeing a Thunder Dragon attacking Lin Tian smiled contemptuously. Pulling out the demon sword in his hand, Kuramasa pointed at the Thunder Dragon that was attacking at a high speed, and said, Juhei Shira slash. Lin Tian naturally covered the village with armed domineering. Lin Tian's Shira slash suddenly slashed countless sword auras. These sword auras slammed into the Thunder Dragon of Anilu one after another. Boil. Unexpectedly, Thunder Dragon screamed, and the thunder light gradually dissipated. Lin Tian easily resolved Anilu's attack. What did you do? That's my 6 million volt attack. Anilu was already extremely panicked at this moment, and looked at Lin Tian with a look of fear. It seems that I can only use that trick. Otherwise, even as a god, I will fall. Anilu also secretly made up his mind. Unfortunately, the sky is full of thunderclouds. It seems that God is helping me. Anilu looked at the thunderclouds around here, and then at Lin Tiandao. No matter who you are, you will not be able to resist the next attack. This move is a move that can destroy an area. Anilu looked at Lin Tian fiercely and then highlighted a few words, a full blow. Lei Ying. Lin Tian knows that this trick is to stimulate the thundercloud to turn it into a huge spherical black cloud, similar in appearance to a spherical lightning, and its interior is full of amazing air currents and electric currents. Finally, the black ball thundercloud descended from the sky, and the moment it fell, a powerful thunder and lightning would burst out to destroy all the targets within the attack range. In the blink of an eye, an island was turned into dust. The country is wiped out. Anilu brooded for a while and waved his arm, and an extremely powerful thunder and lightning struck Lin Tian. Lin Tian also faced this attack squarely. Lin Tian immediately urged his fruit ability with all his strength. The same said, Shenwei Frozen World, facing the strongest blow from Anilu combined with the arc. Lin Tian just said softly, Shenwei Frozen World. An unprecedented force burst out, and the ground centered on Lin Tian was rolled up by Lin Tian's ability. The difference from Shenwei to Scroll is that Lin Tian's Frozen World is to freeze the fruit, combined with the ability of Piao Piao fruit. Lin Tian's move not only combines the gravitational force of the floating fruit, but also the freezing ability of the frozen fruit. The water in the air is frozen by Lin Tian, and it is instantly controlled by Lin Tian's floating fruit ability. Plus Piao Piao Guo has awakened many times to enhance the ability of the fruit itself. Therefore, the scope of this trick is huge. I don't believe it. How can a mortal possess the power of a god? Anilu shouted frantically. The black ball thundercloud descended from the sky, and the huge range of thunder and lightning made people think that they were in hell. The devastating thunder and lightning struck Lin Tian, and Lin Tian's frozen world was also greeted by thunder. Slap. 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 Lin Tian's ice was constantly being destroyed by thunder and lightning, and the cold in the air had reached its extreme. I am God. Anilu still yelled arrogantly. Lin Tian also went all out to mobilize the ability of the devil fruit at this time. Ah! The aura of the two also exploded with each other, collided together. Lin Tian's aura was even more desperate. Lin Tian's super dominant look and domineering. It instantly suppressed Anilu's aura and couldn't raise his head. Broken 5. Lin Tian yelled, and Frozen World was another fierce rush to completely block Anilu's Lei Ying. This. How could this be possible? Actually, it broke my Lei Ying. Anilu couldn't shut his mouth in surprise. Anilu felt the cold in an instant, and it seemed that even his blood would be frozen. Seeing Anilu, who was about to freeze to death, his heart began to stop beating. Anilu suddenly had a cold war, and he hurriedly gave his heart a shock. Nilu came alive, and before he had time to be happy, Lin Tian's frozen world had completely covered Anilu. Lin Tian controls this huge ice soil, instantly crushed Anilu into slag. When Anilu was dying, he wanted to be natural, but he had no way to escape. Am I dead? How can there be people in this world who can kill God? Anilu thought for a while and then no longer had consciousness. Lin Tian was also out of breath after using his own strongest move of the Baidi sword. In fact, Lin Tian still has an easier way to fight Anilu, but Lin Tian is still willful once, he just wants to use his weaker fruit ability to defeat Anilu. I think the fruit is relatively weak for Lin Tian's other abilities. Just after killing Anilu, Lin Tian was prompted by the system. Congratulations to the host. You successfully killed the demon fruit. You can directly get 4 demon fruit awakening points. Your current awakening points are already full. You can awaken your ability once. Congratulations to the host for successfully completing the main mission. Get a chance to win a prize draw. Congratulations to the host for successfully completing the hunting mission for those with fruit ability and successfully killing the natural lightning fruit ability. You have obtained a fruit ability card for the fruit of the lightning. A rustling fruit ability card is not used. By the way, the host has a demon. The fruit is free. May I ask whether you use the ability card of the thunder fruit? The series of rewards from the system made Lin Tian overwhelmed, and it was fake to say that he was unhappy. In order to defeat Anilu, who has the ability of the thunder fruit, Lin Tian combined the double fruit abilities of the floating fruit and the frozen fruit to defeat him. It is definitely impossible to say that the other two fruits are weak. It's just that the frozen fruit is a bit naturally restrained by the thunder fruit. Just like burning fruits and frozen fruits still have the ability to reduce the temperature and freeze water in the final analysis, but water can conduct electricity. Therefore, considering the ability of the same, Lin Tian does not only use the ability of frozen fruits. How to arrange it? First, use the ability card of the thunder fruit. After Lin Tian finished speaking, he felt that the system had implanted the ability of thunder fruit. What a strong thunder fruit! Lin Tian flew directly into the air, but the difference was that he instantly turned into a thunder and lightning and appeared in another place. This is teleport. Lin Tian actually mastered the ability similar to teleport. Using the full-level shave and moon step in the 6 forms of the Shanghai Navy, plus the floating fruit after awakening to reduce the weight of the body, the ability to fly, and the elemental ability of the thunder fruit, I can really teleport it. Lin Tian excitedly continued to try the ability of thunder fruit. I can do what Anilu met before, and I can use Lei Ying and Wan Lei directly without arc. Lin Tian felt the power of the devil fruit surging in his body, and he was also quite excited. But the ability to integrate fruits can only be used in moves. There is no other way but to try hard. Forget it, let's talk about it later. Lin Tian abandoned those time-wasting practices, thought about the systemic rhetoric, and said immediately. System. Just add all my awakening points to the Piao Piao fruit. I want to see how strong this last awakened Piao Piao fruit is. Lin Tian looked forward to it. No problem with the host. The system immediately began to exert its strength, and Lin Tian began to accept the rewards of the system uncomfortably. You have completed the final awakening of Piao Piao fruit. It may not be suitable to be called Piao Piao fruit at the moment. Yes, system. Piao Piao fruit is awakened to the current state and there is no need to call Piao Piao fruit anymore, it is better to call it gravity fruit. After Lin Tian received the awakening, his temperament changed a little, from calm to calmer, from mature to more mature, from full of confidence to the present, his heart was like still water. Lin Tian's realm has improved a lot. Not bad. Lin Tian's floating fruit can not only reduce the surrounding gravity, but he can also change the surrounding gravity at will. That is to say, Lin Tian now has the ability of floating fruit and similar gravity fruit. The surrounding gravity it can already be easily controlled by itself. Now I can defeat Anilu with only the ability of fluttering fruits. Not to mention Anilu, the 3 major navy officers will come together. I am not afraid that Lin Tian would take it for granted, and there is no need to ask the reason. Hello, host. You still have another level of main task rewards that have not been drawn. May I ask if there is a lottery? Pick it. Lin Tian is already numb to the happiness that hits one by one. Even if something more against the skies burst out next, Lin Tian will no longer have fluctuations in his expression. After killing Anilu and getting a lot of rewards, Lin Tian first absorbed the ability of the thunder fruit, and then let the Piao Piao fruit finally awaken and evolve into a gravitational fruit, and then began this round of lottery. Start the lottery. Lin Tian was still a little excited when he saw the first-class white lottery tray. After all, this was the first-class silver lottery tray. Lin Tian was still passionate for the first time at that time. Stop. The lottery turntable finally stopped turning, and Lin Tian suddenly turned pale when looking at the small print behind the pointer. Isn't my character always good? This time it's a lucky draw. How could it be like this? Before Lin Tian saw what he saw, the system began to congratulate Lin Tian before Lin Tian asked the system. Congratulations to the host. Congratulations for getting the level reward. See and hear the domineering training method. All members of the pirate group have a chance to learn. The previous lottery draw was directly at full level. How can I draw a learning method this time? Lin Tian asked the system and felt a little puzzled. My character has always been very good. In the past, lucky draws can burst out the first-class rewards, but now how can luck become the first-class lotteries and burst out the first-class skills? The system did not speak either. When Lin Tian complained, the system began to explain. Host. Your luck is good, but no matter how good luck is, it is a chance to use it up, right? You can get the best every time you draw. The coolest skills and props, it's also unlikely. Please rest your mind on the host. The lottery is a matter of probability. There are plenty of rewards and there are general rewards. Besides, the rewards of this system, don't you receive the 6 types of the full level at the beginning of the host, and it is only set as it's only the level, but when the host fights with someone, the 6 stance drag has been absorbed into your daily habits. Lin Tian carefully tasted the meaning of the system, thinking about it. This is indeed the truth, and he can't say bad things about the system every time he is unsatisfied. If the system is not happy, wouldn't it be the same every time in the future? Draw some useless things. Host. Remind you again. Seeing and smelling domineering full-level rewards. There is no reward in the reward library, which means that this level of rewards, but the system can give the only most efficient. It's a learning method. The actual preciousness is no less than the average prize. The host should be happy. After listening to the system, Lin Tian's heart suddenly became clear and refreshed. It's so precious, you said it earlier. Lin Tian smiled again and started talking to the system. Host. The domineering cultivation method of seeing and hearing has been passed into your mind. Host, you are so smart. You will be able to master it quickly. The system disappeared after speaking. Lin Tian was also ready to go again, and began to look for Guina and Robin. Lin Tian did not find Qiwuhai, but found an ancient ruin. Looking at the ancient ruins in front of him, Lin Tian knew that he had come to Shandora. Soon Lin Tian found Robin among the ancient ruins. Ancient weapon seeking Poseidon, Robin looked at the steel and said to himself, history. When Lin Tian saw Robin, he also saw the calendar. Finally, Lin Tian gathered 3 histories, and the space of the devil fruit tree has 3 more 3. There is also Gore dialect next to it. I'm here, I will lead this text to the last place. Lin Tian. Are you over there? Robin looked at Lin Tian, who appeared suddenly, and said. Well, that. God is mine, did you get what you wanted? Lin Tian looked at Robin. Robin looked at the history and said, after gaining, we have to continue to search for the remaining history. Well, no problem. Lin Tian replied. That's right. Guina won't be dead already. Lin Tian knew that Robin's tongue was poisonous, so he didn't excuse him, and said directly, let's go find Guina together. After Lin Tianshu got what he wanted, he also went to find Guina with Robin. Not far away, Guina, a human enemy and two people, although panting, they still killed a priest with Shu Baishui. Lin Tian, they are very tricky. Every attack can be guessed by them. Guina also breathed a sigh of relief when Lin Tian arrived. Well then you will use sword to slash me, the four priests said. Sure enough, Guina struck him with a sword. Next you will use sword. She freezes me, but it is useless, I can avoid it. The priest laughed and avoided Guina's sleeve Shirayuki's hajime. These four priests have mastered the heartnet as proficiently as Anilu, and this is the domineering of seeing and hearing. Guina seems to have suffered from the dominance of seeing and hearing. Lin Tian didn't want to waste time watching the scene in front of him. He stopped and said directly, then look at how I will attack you next. As soon as Lin Tian's voice fell, the priest's expression changed drastically. He already knew how Lin Tian would attack him next. However, he couldn't avoid it. The saddest thing in the world was that he foreseed the enemy's attack, but couldn't avoid it. How is it possible? How can you do this? Sure enough, the priest's face changed drastically, and he was about to flee in a hurry, when he was smashed into scum by a falling thunder from Lin Tian. The priest was directly killed by Lin Tian in this way. Guina, Robin, Lin Tian and three of them killed Anilu and the four priests, and they have successfully passed the current crisis. Next, are there any arrangements, Captain? Lin Tian replied. Next, we need to practice here. All crew members must practice. Everyone is familiar with the skills that they practice. It is a kind of sensory ability when fighting with priests just now. Yes, that kind of ability is really tricky. Guina replied. Lin Tian, do you have a way to learn? Robin asked. Of course I have. Let's go back to the ship and tell other partners about this. After learning this ability, we will set off again. Lin Tian not only has to learn to see and hear and be domineering, but also to ensure that every crew member can learn to move on. Lin Tian also needs to be familiar with his own 3 fruit abilities, including some fruit ability fusion skills, so he has to keep trying. Now this empty island is the most suitable. In a short while, Lin Tian found other partners and informed them of this arduous task, and Lin Tian began to know that his partner had learned how to be domineering. I made it, a gray-haired and black-eyed man said excitedly. This person faded away from the childishness he once was, and was replaced by mature. He unexpectedly displayed the power of 3 devil fruits at the same time, disappearing and reappearing on the island. He is Lin Tian. 2 years later, Lin Tian is also stronger and more mature in appearance. If he was a teenager before, he can now be said to have officially become a young youth. 2 years later, Guina's body is getting better and better. She is now constantly attacking Robin with her sleeve Shirayuki. Robin's figure is also more perfect. In Sky Island, Robin's skin has gradually become white. At this time, Robin seemed to be able to foresee Guina's attack, and Robin avoided every time Guina's attack. Robin closed his eyes and has completely entered the domineering comprehension of seeing and hearing. Not far away, even Nuoqigao and Freud evaded Xiaohachi's attack together. Xiao Ba's 8 sword stream can be trained by Lin Tian, and it has become a lot stronger. Xiao Ba naturally also mastered the domineering aura of the primary stage, basically able to dodge the enemy's attack. Of course, Guina's strength, needless to say, swordsmanship. It has improved, and the ability to control sleeve Shirayuki has also improved. Nuoqigao has also changed from a child to a little girl. Although she can't fight, she has a very good comprehension ability. Among her partners, she will see and hear the domineering and learn particularly well. Lin Tian gave Nuoqigao the ability card of Xia fruit, and Nuoqigao instantly possessed the ability of Xia fruit. After 2 years of fighting practice, Nuoqigao has also become much stronger. Although Freud is not a combatant, but after mastering the dominance of seeing and hearing, his feelings are more acute. Not only has his healing ability improved, but as the only crew member with no attack power, his self-protection ability has also been greatly improved. Robin has also cultivated the domineering of seeing and hearing, and Lin Tian has also developed Robin's fruit ability. Robin's abilities are now much stronger. In the past 2 years, Xiao Ba, Guina, Nuoqigao, Robin's combat effectiveness has soared, and Freud also has the ability to protect himself. Lin Tian has perfectly mastered the abilities of Thunder Fruit and Frozen Fruit. And he has also cultivated the domineering practice to a very high level. Under Lin Tian's conscious control, Lin Tian can even foresee the future for a short time, reaching the point of Katakuri in the original work. But under normal circumstances, Lin Tian still couldn't reach the realm where he could predict the short-term future at any time. In the past 2 years, Lin Tian and his team have also encountered Ganfuer, the god of the Sky Island, and Wei Bo, who is known as the patrol team. After Lin Tian told them that Anilu was wiped out, they also expressed gratitude to Lin Tian. On this day, Lin Tian finally received the system prompt, "Hello host. New mission is open. New. Mission type main line. Mission level. Level. Mission content. Go to the City of Water and let Tom the boatman build an excellent ship that belongs to the host. The task reward level is drawn once." After receiving the system's task reminder, Lin Dao had been silent for a year and it was time to go out of the mountain. "Big brother. Are we finally going to continue the adventure?" "Boss. I am really looking forward to my strength becoming much stronger afterwards. It doesn't matter, but I hope to meet a stronger opponent. I have almost finished reading the books of Kurashima, and I have to add new books next." "The magnetism is already full, then are you going to take risks again?" all the partners said excitedly. "Next we need to find the world's most famous shipbuilder Tom to build a top-quality ship for us, so our next goal is the City of Water." After Lin Tian made the announcement, he and his friends embarked on the strongest number. After countless battles, the strongest ship, and a terrifying battle with Anilu, can indeed only support Lin Tian and his party to reach the City of Water. "Let's go." Lin Tian controlled gravity and slowly steered the ship to the destination pointed by the pointer. However, there are many Ma Lins in the Navy headquarters, and the disappearance of Lin Tian makes everyone wonder. "Report the Marshal. There is still no movement from Lin Tian. He seems to have disappeared. He has been missing for 2 years." The Warring States period wearing a navy hat looked a little haggard. 2 years ago, after the Admiral Qing's pheasant was defeated by Lin Tian, the Warring States period recalled the Qing's pheasant. After learning about the battle between Qing's pheasant and Lin Tian in detail, the Warring States came to a conclusion. That is, Lin Tian has become a climate of his own, and the Red Dog Sakar basically wants to take the navy to encircle Lin Tian, but since Lin Tian has fought with the Green Pheasant, there has been no movement. The Warring States also didn't know what to do, and could only increase the bounty of Lin Tian and his party. Wow. It's terrible. Lin Tian and his party's bounty is so high. Huang Yuan was also pretending to be surprised when he watched Lin Tian and his party's new rewards issued by the Warring States period. Octopus Man Zauba, offering a bounty of 200 million Baileys. Nicole Robin, son of the devil, is offering a reward of 180 million yuan. Guina, the female swordsman, is offering a bounty of 230 million yuan. Conductor Nuoqigao is offering a reward of 80 million. Red-haired ship doctor, Freud, offering a reward of 300 million inches. Oh, it's a person with the ability to heal fruits, no wonder the bounty is so high. Huang Yuan noticed Freud's information. The healing fruits are very precious, and Huang Yuan also thinks that the 300 million reward should be given. The most terrifying thing is Lin Tian. This bounty has caught up with the 4 emperor's deputy. Huang Yuan also said with a smile on his face. And on the reward list in his hand, the description of Lin Tian only about Lin Tian, the god of death, offered a bounty of 1 billion. This appalling bounty also caused an uproar in the Navy headquarters 2 years ago. Because of the loss of Lin Tian and his party's news, the amount of this bounty has not changed for 2 years. In other words, this reward list was determined by the Warring States 2 years ago. Hey, I don't know what Lin Tian is doing, there is no news at all. The Warring States period was a little worried. Ha 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 ha. Don't be afraid of the Warring States period. Carp also ate the senbei carefree and comforted by touching the sheep of the Warring States period. Report. Lin Tian and his party have appeared near the water capital. Report. I found Lin Tian. I should have gone to the empty island in 2 years. Report. Lin Tian and his party have arrived in the water city. The purpose is unknown. Please give instructions from the marshal. The Warring States suddenly came to the spirit. This time, it is bound to catch you. The boy Lin Tian who is called the god of death. Your growth is too fast. If you don't take advantage of the present, you will definitely become the most troublesome person in the future. The Warring States period immediately began to formulate a series of plans to attack Lin Tian, who had reached the water capital. Everyone also reached the vicinity of the water city under Lin Tian's ability. Because the sea train has not been opened yet, Lin Tian and everyone directly reached the water city. As soon as they arrived in the water city, everyone was attracted by the sight of the water city. It is extremely prosperous, people come and go, and the most important thing is the way of travel. This place is called the water city, and the transportation is actually a kind of strange marine life, Bulu. This is the city of water, it's really prosperous. I haven't seen so many people in 2 years. Nuoqigao, let's go stroll around. I also want to visit the market and add some ingredients. I'm going to the bookstore to buy books, then I will be with Freud too. Everyone is the same as before, responsible for all aspects of the procurement work. Since they arrived at Shandora, Lin Tian naturally got a part of the gold, and when they reached the water city, Lin Tian also exchanged a lot of pele. Lin Tian distributed Bailey to everyone, and everyone started wandering around. Lin Tian didn't forget his purpose, he directly inquired about the location of Tom's shipyard, and then arrived at Tom's shipyard in blue. Why not fly? Because Lin Tian doesn't want to cause unnecessary trouble. If it is disturbed by people, the shipbuilding work will be very slow. Lin Tian arrived at Tom's shipyard and saw countless ships. As this done by Tom leading his students, Lin Tian looked at the series of boats made by Tom and admired them very much. Looking at it at will, Lin Tian can see that these boats are of very good quality, and the design is very comprehensive. They are definitely the kind of boats Lin Tian needs. Lin Tian said, I want to find Tom. Yo, brother, are you looking for my master? A strange person suddenly turned around. This person wore a very irritating underwear and glasses, and Lin Tian recognized him at a glance. This person is Frankie. In the future, a boatman with a straw hat and a group of people. Lin Tian thought, Flam. Who is it? There are guests. Espagu. Another person walked out and Lin Tian looked at the person who came. This person must be the head of the future water city. Both of them are Tom's apprentices, and Frankie is not called Frankie or Frankie. Two handsome guys. I want to find some Master Tom. Lin Tian said again. Espaku and Frank looked at Lin Tian, and Lin Tian was also too. The two of them still said, just a moment, then he turned to find Tom. After a while, Frankie came and asked Lin Tian. Master Tom asks, what do you want to do with him? Lin Tian thought for a while and said, just tell Master Tom, I will be the best ship in the world. Frankie was also taken aback when he heard the words, hesitated for a moment, and then turned around to pass a message to Tom. In a short while, Lin Tian saw the three of them three. The two people are naturally Frankie and Espagu, and the person in the middle is a murloc with horns. Lin Tian knew that the person in front of him was Tom, the shipbuilder. It's you who want to build a good boat. Wow, ha 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 ha. Tom laughed and looked at Lin Tian with some admiration. It's me. I want to build a peerless ship that surpasses One Piece. Lin Tian agreed. You fellow. Don't you know that our master is no longer shipbuilding? Elba Valley reminded Lin Tiandao. Brother. This guy is telling the truth. The boats you see are made by the two of us. Lin Tian didn't expect Tom to stop building ships, but he didn't give up. Can you build another ship for me, Master Tom, for future adventures? I really need a ship. Can you build another ship for me? Lin Tian pleaded again. Tom still laughed and asked, wow, haha. Why are you so persistent in wanting to own a ship that surpasses One Piece? Because I am destined to surpass One Piece. Lin Tian's seemingly random answering persistence and huge ambition. Oh. Tom was also surprised. He didn't expect that the young man in front of him would have such great determination and dreams. You are such an interesting person, but you know how difficult it is to own a ship beyond One Piece. Tom continued. The Oro Jackson, which was made for Roger at the time, was used. The trees of Adam, the most precious treasure tree in the world. To surpass One Piece, you have to have Adam trees that are better and more perfect than him. The price of such a tree is too expensive, and the design of the boat also requires a lot of precious materials. It must take a lot of Bailey. Even if all the crew starts, it will take several months to build it. Lin Tian thought for a while and asked. Then, Master Tom, listen to what you mean. How much money do I need to take? Tom thought for a while and replied, "If you really have Bailey, then buy the best materials in the world and give it to my 2 apprentices. I will use my life's learning to build the most powerful ship for you. I think it takes about 500 billion Baileys." 500 billion Baileys. Lin Tian knew that there might be a lot of money, but he didn't want to need so much money. 500 billion is too exaggerated, Master Tom. Tom thought for a while and replied, 500 billion is just right. If you want to surpass One Piece, all systems on the ship will surpass him. I can't guarantee that such a ship really exists, but if the materials are complete, then it won't be a problem. This will be the last and most brilliant creation of my life. Master, don't you worry that he is an evil pirate. Espagu. The little brother is so polite. How could he be an evil pirate? Espagu and Frankie had their own ideas, but in the end Lin Tian agreed to Tom's asking price. 500 billion Bailey. Even if all the gold brought from the gold town is sold out, it is estimated that it will be a lot worse. Unless it is there. It is possible to earn 500 billion Pele. Why not go there? Lin Tian finally made a secret decision. Tom looked at the young Espaku with a smile and said, "Wow, haha, number matter. No matter what kind of ship you build, there is no difference between good and evil, and it doesn't matter what kind of ship you build in the future." Lin Tian finally said goodbye. "Thank you so much, Master Tom. I will definitely raise 500 billion Pele." "Hey brother. You can't be serious. That's 500 billion. Is this person really looking for 500 billion? Both Espagu and Frank looked at Lin Tian in shock, and Lin Tian's eyes showed affirmation. Only Tom thought secretly in his heart. It seems that this world is about to appear another big man. But Lin Tian summoned all his companions and flew directly into the sea. Congratulations to the host. Trigger the Devil Fruit Hunting Mission. Mission target. DeSolo Golden Fruit Ability. Congratulations to the host. Trigger the Devil Fruit Hunting Mission. Mission target. Baccarat Luck Fruit Ability. Lin Tian thought about the person who wants to have 500 billion Baileys. It can only be DeSolo, known as the Golden Emperor. DeSolo owns a giant oil tanker, and the location of the cruise ship is uncertain, so Lin Tian and his party can only take a chance. DeSolo owns 20% of the world's wealth, is the richest person in the world. And it is a person who can make gold fruit ability. It is impossible to say that such an ability does not make people jealous, but DeSolo's golden fruit ability has awakened, and his strength is also extremely powerful, so he never worried about others attacking him. And this Baccarat's fruit ability is what Lin Tian wants more. After all, sucking away the luck of others is also very against the sky. If you successfully awaken, then I don't know how unsolvable it is. Lin Tian probably explained it to the partners, and they all understood that they all became the strongest. It is said that money can make ghosts grind. Lin Tian directly spent millions of Bailey to find the intelligence of DeSolo. It happens to be in the first half of the Great Waterway right now. After purchasing the permanent pointer of the Water City, Lin Tian directly urged the Gravity Fruit's ability to advance to the DeSolo. After a few days, Lin Tian and his team finally found the DeSolo. The DeSolo is extremely luxurious, and it looks brilliant at night, with various neon lights. What a big cruise ship. Nuoqigao looked at the cruise ship in surprise and said, "Yes, it's really shocking." Xiao Ba also sighed and said, "The world's richest man, DeSolo is here." Guina pulled out a sleeve of Shirayuki and asked, "In addition to reading, I think that occasionally I have to go to such a feasting place." Freud also said, "Well, is this cruise ship our goal this time?" Robin asked Shang Lin Tian. Looking at such a luxurious and huge cruise ship in front of him, Lin Tian had seen it for the first time. "Well, our goal this time is the DeSolo, which is said to have 20% of the world's wealth. The people we want to deal with. These are data." Lin Tian sent the information to everyone. These materials are nothing more than the main enemy on the DeSolo. DeSolo, Mr. Tanaka, the capable of golden fruit, Baccarat, capable of wearing fruit, and capable of luck fruit. Next, let's enter this cruise ship. Lin Tian said that he drove the ship into the entrance of the Del Saro. The door at the entrance is also eye-catching. As soon as he drove into the Golden City, Lin Tian went to the surrounding gold powder. Be careful not to inhale these golden powder. Since everyone has practiced seeing, hearing, and seeing, and Lin Tian can remind them, they have also avoided contact and inhalation of gold powder. Even the sea has become golden. Nuoqigao pointed to the sea and said excitedly. After passing through an entrance tunnel, Lin Tian's strongest ship also reached the port of Golden City. Wow! This is clearly an island. Xiao Ba was shocked. The others were all excited. The lights, dancers, and music made the whole port lively, and the people who held the concert in the center of the stage were naturally the focus of everyone in the audience. He wears a yellow and white hat, sunglasses, gold star earrings, and gold rings on his fingers. He sings into the microphone to his heart's content. Look with a familiar dress. Lin Tian knew that the person in front of him was De Solo, the golden fruit ability. At the same time, countless pirates anchored in the port. There were also pirates who had lost Pele who wanted to avenge De Solo and launched a cannonball attack on Solo. What is completely conceivable is their tragic ending. They were instantly wiped out by De Solo's control of the Golden Sea, and they were directly turned into golden statues. De Solo arrogantly pointed his finger to the sky and shouted, "Golden splash." The surrounding buildings sprayed countless golden water splashes, and finally the middle buildings also sprayed water splashes and sprayed the entire Golden City. Wow! De Solo's fans are all around. This is the largest entertainment city in the world. Grand De Saro, welcome everyone. Afterwards, De Solo closed the curtain and withdrew from the concert. As soon as De Solo left the concert, he heard an anxious report from his cadre, Mr. Tanaka. Master De Solo found that Lin Tian's strongest pirate group has entered. De Solo smirked and replied, "Oh, pirates offering a reward of 1 billion. After disappearing for so long, I did not expect to come to our ship." Don't worry about him. Lin Tian and his party moored at the port. The port is so magnificent. It's like a palace, everyone said excitedly. A red-haired woman appeared in front of Lin Tian and his group with sunglasses and half-crescent earrings. Everyone knew this person, who was Bakara, who had just circulated the information. Wow! I would like to ask you all, Lin Tian, who is known as the strongest pirate group. It is the first time to meet. I am an exclusive receptionist. Welcome everyone. The world's largest entertainment city, the Grand De Solo. Bakara bowed politely. Oh, I didn't expect you to know us. Robin was also surprised. Bakara took out his own book and said, whether it is a high-ranking government official, navy or famous pirates are recorded on this list, you are very famous. We have disappeared for 2 years, how can we be so famous? Guina asked puzzledly. Bakara continued to patiently explain. Here are your deeds. Defeating Crocodile and Shang in Qiwuhai under the king, and defeating the General Blue Pheasant, but I didn't write it specifically. The bounty has reached 1 billion. It is too strong. Also help us see our bounty. Xiao Ba is also interested. Of course can. Octopus Man Zauba, offering a bounty of 200 million Baileys. Nicole Robin, son of the devil, is offering a reward of 180 million yuan. Guina, the female swordsman, is offering a bounty of 230 million yuan. Conductor Nuoqigao is offering a reward of 80 million. The red-haired ship doctor, Freud, is offering a reward of 300 million. Lin Tian, god of death, is offering a 1 billion bounty. I didn't expect that Freud's bounty would be higher than ours. Xiao Ba said helplessly. Its fruit power is more precious, and it is normal for the bounty to be high. Lin Tian replied. This is the reward from 2 years ago, don't worry, your reward will definitely increase. Lin Tian comforted a few words casually, and then got into the tortoise cart of Bakara who came to receive him. This tortoise car is the main method of movement for the De Solo, and it uses tortoises as power. These styles are equipped with 8 rare muscular tortoises. Bakara introduced it. Wow! That's amazing. Both Nuoqigao and Zauba couldn't help but give thumbs up. Afterwards, everyone comfortably got on the luxurious tortoise car. Next we head to Grand De Solo City. Please sit down. Then Bakara started the car's engine, and the car drove towards De Saro City. Crossing a bridge and crossing the Golden Sea, Bakara introduced. We got to the business district first. A giant slot machine is directly at the door of the business district. Various luxurious restaurants, high-end casinos, clothing stores, luxury stores, and high-end bars. It's almost like a previous life. Lin Tian was also secretly surprised. Really luxurious. Everyone sighed. Don't be surprised. This is just a normal area. Baccarat explained. The ship is about 10 kilometers long. The business district has not only hotels and shopping malls, but also amusement parks, swimming pools, aquariums and theaters, and even golf courses. This huge ship is a country of its own, an independent country in the world. Its bow is towed by a giant sea turtle. It is not affected by ocean currents and wind directions and can reach any sea in the world. After hearing this, Lin Tian finally knew why the De Solo could be found in the first half of the Great Channel. But after a while, the open-top tortoise car reached another area. Baccarat then introduced. Next, we will enter the advanced zone. As soon as they entered the high-level area, Lin Tian and his party were attracted by the surrounding buildings one after another. What a tall building! Gold and magnificent, like a palace. There is gold everywhere in the city. That's right. The King De Solo of the Grand De Solo loves gold very much. He collected gold from all over the world and built such a fantastic city on this ship. Baccarat explained. Xiao Ba asked. It seems that he is really rich. Of course. Lord De Solo is recognized as the king of the strongest entertainment city in the world. He is not only an entertainer on the stage, but also the king of a country, and of course the richest man in the world. Baccarat introduced proudly. Oh, by the way, please look around. Every corner of the establishment has an influencing phone worm. If you find any theft or vandalism, you will be put in an underground prison according to the establishment regulations. Please pay more attention to everyone. Baccarat reminded. Next, please put on suitable clothes. Baccarat directly selected 6 sets of clothes and gave them to Lin Tian and his party. This can be billed. It's okay. Guests can be billed. Seeing Lin Tian nodding slightly, everyone also put on completely different clothes. The man's suit and leather shoes are particularly handsome. The atmosphere is particularly beautiful. This is what the Grand Solo is proud of, the only hotel in the world, the Golden King Hotel, made of pure gold. Oh my god. It's just so rich. Even Lin Tian was shocked by the sight in front of him. Master De Solo. Barca is here. Lin Tian and his party. Mr. Tanaka suddenly crossed the ground and came to the respectful report next to De Solo. Really, I defeated the Admiral. It's really a headache. How much fun can they bring me? De Solo picked up the glass and didn't know what he was thinking. Well, what should I do with Lin Tian and his party? Let me think about it. Give them a set on Yuyijo. Yes. Mr. Tanaka crossed the floor and disappeared. This must be a very interesting show. De Solo thought sinisterly. Lin Tian and his party came to the entertainment city. What a big entertainment city. Xiao Ba and Nuoqigao are both extremely excited. Well, it's okay to take a look. Freud also walked with them. Oh, this one is much bigger than Yuyan. Are you interested in Robin Guina? Let's see. The 2 ladies followed Lin Tian into the entertainment city. The amusement city is also magnificent and spacious like a palace. Lin Tian swept his eyes at random and saw various projects. Stud slot machines, blackjack 2, and turtle car games, and even an underground boxing ring. This project is really complete. What shall I play first? Lin Tian thought that it was all coming, so he might as well push De Solo out. Lin Tian went directly to the slot machine first. Wow, haha. I'm so familiar with this thing. Lin Tian immediately took the 2 million chips advanced by Baccarat and started playing the slot machine. Robin and Guina also went to play the Civ, and they have the domineering look and hearing. It is really too difficult to lose. Everyone has a domineering look and feel, so don't worry about them. Lin Tian relaxed and started playing the slot machine. Lin Tian directly predicted the short-term future with his domineering experience, so it took almost a dozen minutes before Lin Tianying had almost the chips in this slot machine. It was Lin Tian who started to brush the chips one by one. In a short time, Lin Tian paid off the 20 million Baileys that Baccarat had advanced and won nearly 30 million Baileys. The people around were already stunned, looking at Lin Tian and sighed. Are you so lucky to win every time? Lin Tian also smiled without talking. Tens of millions of chips are a drop in the deal for the solo. People don't care at all, and the image bug did not find Lin Tian cheating, so Lin Tian won the slot machine money and went to play blackjack 2. Direct stud. Lin Tian invested 20 million chips in the first game. Everyone around them thought that Lin Tian was a lunatic, and they confessed in fright. They didn't follow, even the dealer. They didn't follow, and Lin Tian was always in. A small amount. Win money. Damn. I don't believe that you handle all the cards so well. 20 million. I followed. Me too. Me too. I followed too. Everyone, including the dealer. They all followed, and Lin Tian opened the cards directly. Blackjack 2. Lin Tian opened the card and was naturally the biggest in the end. Everyone vomited blood one after another. You kid cheating. I didn't cheat. The image bug is not there, you can watch the replay by yourself. Regardless if it's the dealer or the players went to watch the replay one after another, only then found that Lin Tian hadn't cheated at all, and they had just drawn a good card. I'm lucky. You guys don't know. I have all studs. This one is what you want to follow, and I didn't force you. Now you have watched the replay of the phone bug, don't deny it. Everyone is helpless but can't do anything to Lin Tian. Lin Tian won 4 people's 10 million plus his own 20 million, a total of 100 million chips. Lin Tian carried a box of chips and was still very happy. He used the gravitational fruit to reduce the weight of the box. Suddenly, Lin Tian discovered that there were still people playing Jinhua. Lin Tian naturally took out his 100 million Bailey. Huh, where did the turtle come from? Don't you know the name of the god of gamblers on my solo? A golden-haired non-mainstream man despised Lin Tian, thinking that Lin Tian was a rich local tyrant. You say you are a gambling god who laughs to death. Lin Tian directly provoked. There is a kind of gamble with Lao Su. I don't know where the rubbish comes from. I'm not afraid that you won't even recognize your mother. The golden retriever owed it to the extreme. Lin Tian didn't know how this guy lived such a big life. Come on. Play a game and you'll know. This guy is a rich second generation. Don't be familiar with him. The people around have persuaded Lin Tian. How could Lin Tian listen to persuasion, so he directly accepted the challenge of the golden retriever. Come on. Don't make a mistake if you lose. Licensing. The golden-haired man's arrogant order aroused the dealer. The croupier is an old river and lake, still maintaining a respectful expression, but in his heart, he also dislikes the golden-haired man to the extreme. After the croupier had dealt 3 cards, Lin Tian knew his cards without even looking at them. The golden-haired man opened his own card carelessly and said, "It seems that the luck in this first game is not yours. Please speak to this gentleman." The croupier pointed at Lin Tian, because the biggest card on the board was Lin Tian's stud. F*K. The golden-haired man on the opposite side did not expect Lin Tian's aura to be so powerful. Is it possible he is 3 inches? The golden retriever man has a straight flush in his hands. Although the golden retriever man is very arrogant, he has to say that his aura is really not that of Lin Tiancheng. Lin Tian's domineering look is at full level. Lin Tian has never broken out once, but he can feel Lin Tian's powerful aura in normal times. And the people around them were shocked when they saw Lin Tian casually just 100 million direct studs. I haven't seen such a move. Wasn't it arrogant just now? Why don't you dare to follow it now? Lin Tian stimulated the golden-haired man. It's only 1 billion, small money. You can't afford to play this. Do you still say that you are a rich second generation? Lin Tian stimulated the golden-haired man for a long time, and found that although the golden-haired man's face was flushed, he actually held it back. Mister, if you want to follow along or not, just say quickly. The croupier also urged and stimulated. When the golden-haired man saw this, he couldn't hold back the fire, and then said, "Huh, of course. I don't believe it. You are so lucky to get 3 threes in the first hand." The golden-haired man directly followed a 100 million chips, and then opened his own 3 cards. Wow. What a big card, and it turned out to be a straight flush. The people around watching the game also sweated for Lin Tian. But how could Lin Tian be scared? This gentleman. It's a straight flush. Please draw your card from this gentleman. Oh. You kid. I didn't run away at first. Lin Tian opened the card helplessly. Looking at Lin Tian's expression, the golden-haired man thought he had won and was ready to celebrate. Lin Tian opened his trump card. This gentleman, 3 shots, this gentleman won. What? The golden-haired man raised his head and saw that Lin Tian's trump cards were really 3, impossible. How could you be so lucky? You must be cheating. The golden-haired man rushed directly to catch Lin Tian. Lin Tian smiled and raised his head. His eyes turned to Golden Retriever, and an extremely overbearing and terrifying aura attacked him. Jin Mao was directly killed by Lin Tian's domineering look. He actually died. The person who found the Golden Retriever died, said in horror.
If you die, you die. There are people here who lose every day, and there are a lot of losers and those who jump directly to commit suicide. It is normal to lose 100 million in chips.
Unexpectedly, the people around him were accustomed to it, and it caused a lot of trouble to Lin Tian Xiao. Lin Tian was very happy, got 200 million Pele's chips, and went to play the next project. Hello. Lin Tian arrived at the service point of the tortoise car. Hello. This distinguished guest, what can I do for you? A pretty bunny girl asked. You ask about the handling fee of the tortoise car. The handling fee for the car is 1 million Baileys once. Oh. Do you want to increase your bet? I will ask if anyone is willing. Lin Tian feels that 100 at a time is too little, so it directly chooses to play 100 million. Yes. Other distinguished guests agree to race against you this time. Plus you were 8 in total. Lin Tian gave the 100 million Bailey to the bunny girl, and then he found that the tortoise car had been selected, and only one that looked very weak and very small and lovely was left. Lin Tian smiled and said, these people. What a despicable thing. I have selected all those fast cars. However, if you meet me, you are unlucky. Lin Tian received his cute turtle car, and then waited in the waiting room. Wow, ha ha ha. So you kid is willing to give me 100 million Baileys? A bald and wretched uncle also said arrogantly. This. If you dare to win the game, we will kill you. We are the big pirates of the Great Waterway. The reward amount has reached 100 million Baileys. Another man with blue hair and split lips also said viciously. The other people are nothing more than rich people with no difference of 100 million. In order to seek some excitement, they dare to raise their stakes and race with Lin Tian. However, after a while, Lin Tian walked to the starting point, and looked at the dazzling bald uncle and the fierce and vicious man with split lips. Lin Tian was speechless. Hey, why are you so confident? I don't know what to say, are you idiots or fools? Hot Blood Turtle Shell Contest. Start now. The host just announced that the surrounding audience burst into the warmest applause. Look at that. The car. It's so cute, but it looks like the weakest one. The other cars are muscle turtles. The car feels like a cart. What if someone can win? Wow, haha. I laughed so hard. I like this joke you said so much. Everyone bought the bald uncle and the man with cracked lips, and bought Lin Tian to win almost nothing. Therefore, the odds are particularly exaggerated. Lin Tian is an odds of 100, so Lin Tian secretly bought himself 100 million. When I bought my own win, they also said that Lin Tian had a problem with his brain. It can be modified. It can hinder others. In short, the first to go around the stadium and return here is the winner. The entry fee will be refunded 10 times. After the host finished the rules of the contest, the surrounding audience was impatient. Let's get started. Captain Bald. Come on. Man with blue hair and split lips, you are the best. The cutest tortoise car. Come on. I hope you must lose. With the host's order, the 8 turtle cars rushed out of the starting line together. Bring out a cloud of dust. Who will be the leader? The host asked. The 2 cars of the white bald man and the blue-haired man with cracked lips also led the way directly. Now the leader is Roma, known as the bald captain, followed by the terrifying blue-haired siren with split lips. They left their opponents far behind. The third place is the rich Mr. Vance. His speed is not slow. The host gave a wonderful explanation. After explaining the top 3, he suddenly saw that there was a racer who barely started at the starting line. What's going on? Lin Tian, the great pirate who offered a reward of 1 billion, fell behind all the way, and the gap with the other 7 players gradually widened. He seems to have something wrong with his tortoise car. Looks like he lost the game without any suspense. The host also took Lin Tian with 1 word, and all the audience did not think that Lin Tian would have another chance to come back. Ha ha ha. This guy is right if he loses. The 2 black hands behind the scenes secretly laughed. However, Lin Tian was not in a hurry. He looked at his tortoise and asked, it seems that not only are your cars being moved by others, but you are also passive. The tortoise looked at Lin Tian with tears. It's okay. I will definitely let you win," Lin Tian said confidently. The audience was full of enthusiasm, but they all paid attention to the top 7 players, and no one cared about Lin Tian, the last one. The other 7 players are fierce disputes. Who will get it? Let's continue to see. With a bombardment, the tortoise car race turned into an interference chase. The 7 racing cars attacked each other and fought together in order to win the first place. The bald Captain Roma was shot. He was overtaken by the rich Mr. Vance. But Mr. Vance hadn't secured the first place yet, and was overtaken by the man with blue hair and cleft lip. The battle is quite fierce. The competition for the top 3 is really fierce. Who will win? Everyone was looking forward to it, but they ignored Lin Tian, who was the last one. Lin Tian saw that others were almost halfway away, and said, "It's almost time to start." Gravity fruit. Lin Tian directly urged the gravitational fruit, and the tortoise cart rushed forward as if riding on a rocket. Look. Lin Tian, the last one, rushed forward. What's the use of that? He can't surpass the other 7 now. No. Why is his speed so fast? Even the host saw Lin Tian, who was the latter, suddenly rushing forward as if riding a rocket. Everyone, look at Lin Tian. He actually rushed up. This kid. How did he do it? The bald captain was shocked. He was distracted, and was accidentally hit by a missile behind. The man with blue hair and cracked lips who maintained the first place also said viciously, "This kid. Even if he can run now, he won't want to surpass me." When everyone expressed regret to Lin Tian made everyone look at him. The speed of Lin Tian's tortoise cart was terrifying, and Lin Tian's ability to spur gravitational fruit soon surpassed the next 3 and became 4th, second only to the bald captain. Now the man with blue hair and cleft lip is the first. The second is the rich Mr. Vance. The third is the bald Luo. However, the 4th place is unexpected. He is Lin Tian, who has just kept the last place. The host shouted again. Lin Tian's speed is terribly fast. It seems that he will soon surpass the 3rd-placed bald Roma. The bald uncle swept his eyes and knew that Lin Tian was about to surpass himself. Humph. I won't let you overtake me, just stop here. Unexpectedly, Roma started attacking Lin Tian with cannons. Small bugs. Watch my hockey. Lin Tian directly used the ability to freeze fruits, and the hockey puck flew over and directly overturned Roma's tortoise cart. What? Bald Roma couldn't control the tortoise car, and then it overturned. However, the wealthy Vance was also very unlucky, and he directly ran into Roma's tortoise car, which overturned, and then the two directly lost the ability to continue the comparison. Wow. Lin Tian can be said to be lucky, and the ability is extremely terrifying. He directly responded to Captain Roma's provocation. Roma overturned. Mr. Vance actually ran into Roma's car. What a pity. Both gentlemen may compete for the first place. The host also explained the unexpected accident on the scene to the audience. Lin Tian is really a dark horse. He has now gone from 8th to 2nd. Will he surpass a man with blue hair and cleft lips? Finally, halfway through the schedule, we reached the blue zone. Humph. I won't let you pass. Crack the ground. The blue-haired man with cracked lips hit the ground with a fist, and the ground instantly fell apart. Lin Tian's tortoise car passed by and lost its direction. Come with me for this set. Lin Tian directly controlled the tortoise car to fly, and the car that controlled the man with cracked lips also flew. My God. What happened? The first and second place cars floated. Whose ability is this amazing? What happened? The man with cleft lip also feels that his car and his body are out of control. Lin Tian smiled slightly, and then threw the tortoise car of the man with cracked lips and himself directly off the track. Impossible. How could I lose? The cleft lip man couldn't believe that he would lose the game so easily until the end. Oh my God. It turns out that this is Lin Tian's ability. A dark horse in this competition. Lin Tian has become the first place. Look at the car behind. It is completely impossible to catch up with Lin Tian. But after a while, Lin Tian easily reached the end. The champion of this game is Lin Tian. The host finally announced the result, but all the audience, some were excited and some were lost, and most of the people who bought other people were lost, because the odds of losing 100, so they all lost a lot of shells. Profit. The happiest thing is Lin Tian, not only received 1 billion in bonuses, but also earned 10 billion. This matter soon became known to Mr. Tanaka. Oh my god. Who is this Lin Tian? He has won more than 1 billion pele. If you continue, there must be a problem. Ha 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 ha. It seems that his purpose is Bailey, so it's simple, this set, he will definitely fall into the trap. De Solo smiled sinisterly, not knowing what he was thinking. However, Lin Tian had finished 11 billion, but he encountered obstacles from the blue-haired man with cleft lips and the bald uncle. You guy. I said it. You can't win. The two were going to be unkind to Lin Tian. Lin Tian was in the lounge, looking at the two people who would be disadvantageous to him, and he did not show any mercy at all. The blame is on you for winning this game. The bald Roma and the blue-haired man with cracked lips attacked Lin Tian, but Lin Tian said, "Oh, how come there are idiots like you everywhere?" The two took advantage of Lin Tian to speak directly, and attacked him mercilessly. Freezing time. Lin Tian naturally didn't show any mercy to the dead enemy, he easily resorted to a freeze, and the two men were frozen into two sculptures. Lin Tian calmly left. Bailey, who carried the two large suitcases in his hand, also didn't know where to go. De Solo is really rich and powerful. I have earned 10 billion. Why is he still indifferent? Lin Tian thought for a while and thought. I just saw the underground boxing ring here. It looks like you can make a lot of money. So Lin Tian decided to go to the underground boxing ring and earn a lot of votes. Lin Tian walked for a while before reaching the entrance of the underground boxing ring. There are so many people here. Lin Tian watched all kinds of people line up for security checks there, and he also thought of the nightclubs in his previous life. Lin Tian learned that although it is an underground boxing ring, it is an operation model with a nightclub as the core. The boxing ring is in the center of the nightclub. All kinds of beautiful women and men who seem to be rich are also getting together. In the end, Lin Tian also entered the venue through the security check. Find the front desk staff, Lin Tian said. Hello, I want to sign up for boxing. The staff member is a sexy woman with heavy makeup. She glanced at Lin Tian and was a little disdainful, but she still reluctantly said politely. Yes, regardless of the life or death of participating in boxing, you have to sign an agreement. If you are optimistic, sign it. Then I will take you to the lounge and tell you the rules. Okay. I didn't expect to punch here and sign a life and death agreement. It feels quite exciting. Lin Tian then looked at the agreement. It was nothing more than life and death. Whether he agreed or not, Lin Tian directly wrote the agreement, noting that it said there would be a bonus of 50 million. Lin Tian felt that it was too small. Hello. May I ask who can buy here to win? The sexy beauty glanced at Lin Tiandao. You don't want to buy the other party to win, and then lose to him. It's not a good deal. Be careful not to die. I can see that this sexy beauty is still kind, and Lin Tian explained patiently. I want to buy my own win. I think the 50 million bonus is too little. The woman then said, oh, that's okay. You are so confident in yourself, it doesn't matter if you buy a bit. How much do you buy? I'll just buy 10 billion and bet I will win. Okay. Not more than 10 billion. The beauty at the front desk thought she had misheard, so she quickly asked Lin Tian. How much did you just say? 10 billion, not much. Lin Tian said calmly, as if 10 billion is as ordinary as 100 Bailey. In your two big boxes, shouldn't they be Bailey? Is it really a big box like 10 billion? The beautiful woman opened the box and was stunned when she saw the neatly organized 10 billion Baileys. This is the first time I have seen so many Baileys. I would kindly remind you that if you suppress yourself, if you lose, you will be gone, and you will die. Are you sure you want to suppress yourself? The beauty was obviously suspicious of Lin Tianya's own win, but Bailey belonged to Lin Tian. She didn't count it. Okay, press me to win. Okay. Let me record it for you. By the way, if you can win, we will definitely give you a bonus on the odds, but we will also take a 5% handling fee. Oh, got it. Lin Tian agreed casually. The sexy beauty at the front desk led Lin Tian to the lounge. This lounge is very spacious and looks very luxurious, even Lin Tian is a little jealous. Your real name is not allowed here, so just give yourself a nickname. Grim Reaper. Lin Tian thought of the answer, and told this girl without hesitation. Good death. Please introduce yourself. My name is Yi Layer. I will introduce you to the rules of the underground boxing ring, and after you read your name, you can go in. Lin Tian agreed. This underground boxing ring can be said to be the most free boxing ring. There are no rules and it doesn't matter if you kill the opponent. Because they have signed a life and death agreement, they can do whatever they want with the goal of victory. Maybe the audience here has more taste. I like to watch this kind of stuff. Whether it is your own abilities or various weapons, you can use it, but after you enter, you must decide the winner before you can come out. The iron cage is made of precious Hylu stone. Those with the ability can't touch this, you know. That's probably it. By the way, if you think you can't beat the opponent, you must kowtow and admit defeat, because it's too noisy. It may not be audible, you must lose your dignity, because living is the first rule. Elise explained seriously. Lin Tian also understood the rules of the underground boxing gym. Come on. Don't bother you to rest, if you can survive, I will show up. Elise then left. After Lin Tian understood the rules, he saw the surroundings of the underground boxing ring through the video insect drop device in his room. Various beams and various laser lights fill the entire underground boxing ring with the atmosphere of a previous life nightclub. Whether it is impactful speakers or large-scale video bugs, it is rarely felt in other places. Smoke, alcohol, and the most primitive competitive enthusiasm. It can be said that the fiery degree of the underground boxing ring far exceeds Lin Tian's imagination. It's really hilarious. De Solo will have to come out if he beats his opponent. Lin Tian thought about it, and he heard the ringing of the telephone bug Bluebrew. After answering the phone worm, Lin Tian heard it. Reaper. It's time to play. Hearing that, Lin Tian was directly arranged by the staff, put on a cloak, put on a mask, and then entered a long tunnel and directly entered the underground boxing ring. Elise was already waiting next to her. Seeing Lin Tian's arrival, she also cheered. Remember what I said, come on. Then Lin Tian also entered the iron cage of the underground boxing ring. My opponent is actually 5 or 6 meters tall, that kind of visual gap directly makes the surrounding audience excited. Ladies and gentlemen, the most exciting boxing show on the Grand de Solo. The Golden Planet Boxing Match. It's officially started. You all know the rules. There are no rules. The 6-meter giant in front of you is really amazing. He is your old acquaintance. He is the great King Marshall. I saw that. The giant man called Marshall clapped his hands in a majestic manner, and the audience boiled directly. And the sound of music has also become a more exciting electronic dance music. The blood of the audience was boiling. Oh. Where are you fans of Marshall? The host tried his best to mobilize the atmosphere. The audience in the audience did not disappoint the host, they shouted, here. Wow. I have already felt the power of Marshall fans. Today Marshall is playing against a newcomer. I heard that this newcomer, I can't think of it, actually spent a full 10 billion to win him. I can see that he was right. I am very confident. Let's look at the big screen. The host shifted everyone's eyes to the giant screen overhead. Now, this newcomer, the odds are 1 to 10. So don't let go of this chance to win money. Press the newcomer, maybe you will get rich. Ha ha ha. The host's words actually caused the audience to laugh. Almost everyone is not optimistic about Lin Tian, but Lin Tian is secretly proud. Ha ha. I'm afraid you will recognize me. It looks like De Solo will definitely be forced out this time. I don't believe that he has such a good temper and can watch me win so much money. Lin Tian thought secretly. His title is Death. The host did not say too much that the spotlight had hit Lin Tian. Without doing too many other actions, Lin Tian was ready. Little thing. Just kowtow and surrender. This way you can still have a life. Ha ha ha. Marshall directly provokes when he sees Lin Tian's weak and uncontrollable appearance. Stop talking nonsense. Show your true skills. Lin Tian didn't bother to care about this Marshall. I hope this game. Let us enjoy it. The host finally announced the start of the game. This game. Start now. Ding. From the beginning, Marshall showed the existence of his strong muscles, and he stepped directly on Lin Tian. Marshall's kick is very terrifying. Can the god of death be able to resist it? Although the host was inquiring, but Lin Tian was not optimistic about it. Hey, I don't need fruit power to deal with you. Lin Tian looked at Marshall and thought secretly. Iron. Without avoiding it, Lin Tian directly used the iron block in the 6 styles. Marshall stepped on Lin Tian's head with one foot. Why doesn't the god of death move? Is it because he was frightened by Marshall's attack? It seems that Marshall is going to win 10 consecutive victories. This Reaper is really weak. Everyone has waited as they should. Shares victory. However, the scene that happened left the audience stunned. Lin Tian still stood quietly, not moving. It can be said that he was unscathed, standing in a happy and contented manner. Marshall's foot did come down, and the huge soles almost covered Lin Tian's entire body. However, Lin Tian's iron block was indestructible, and under the weight and strength of Marshall, it was directly penetrated by Lin Tian. My defense is not so easy to break, Lin Tian said lightly. What? Marshall only realized the fact that his feet were completely penetrated, and a severe pain hit his brain. He hugged his feet and fell directly when he went down. He screamed, and furiously raised his palm and smashed it at Lin Tian. Oh, it looks like you still don't give up. Lin Tian looked at Marshall. Marshall was a little hairy, as if he had a bad premonition. Pointing to the gun. Lin Tian pointed the gun directly to Marshall's palm. However, no matter how powerful Marshall's palm is and how powerful it is, encountering Lin Tian's finger spear is like a cloth being pierced. Lin Tian pierced Marshall's palm directly again. When Marshallton looked at his bloody palm, he passed out. Oh my God! The God of Death is so bloody, so vicious. Viewers, Marshall was defeated by the God of Death. Let us applaud and welcome the God of Death that ended Marshall. Upon seeing this, the host also immediately changed the style of talking and began to support Lin Tian. This is the case here. The strong is respected. Whoever has a hard fist, the audience likes whoever. The audience in the audience naturally hoped that Lin Tian was crushed by Marshall, but Lin Tian crushed the more powerful Marshall, and a different kind of pleasure also emerged from their hearts. Good job, Grim Reaper. So enjoyable. Crush him. Reaper is so handsome. Everyone is supporting at this moment Lin Tian. Lin Tian was also a little excited, because Elise was already waiting for him with a pile of big suitcases. You really have you. Marshall has won 9 consecutive victories, and you are the only one left. You can beat him. What a surprise. Elise looked at Lin Tian in shock, and her psychology and expression had also changed. Thank you. Beauty. Lin Tian looked at Yilezi and asked with excitement, by the way, how many Baileys I have won now? Your odds are 1 to 10, so it stands to reason that you can win 110 billion with 11 billion, but I said before that there are some handling fees, so I count you 100 billion Baileys, but these Baileys you can't get it for the time being because you have to challenge 10 consecutive victories. The player with 10 consecutive victories is the final winner of this competition. Oh, the next player may not be better than Marshall. Come on. I hope you can get these Pele. It's you. Elise picked up the phone worm and said directly to Lin Tian. Okay. Lin Tian calmly walked out of the field again. After the last battle, Lin Tian recovered the shouts and encouragement of many people. The enemy encountered this time is quite weak, and may not be as strong as Marshall just now. In an instant, Lin Tian defeated this opponent again. 2 consecutive victories. From 3 consecutive victories to the final 9 consecutive victories, Lin Tian almost ended the game as soon as he played, and Lin Tian finally stood on the stage for the last time. Won this time is a 10-game winning streak. I think De Solo will be forced out by me too. Lin Tian thought, and then looked at his opponent. This person didn't say a word, as if he was observing Lin Tian in secret. Lin Tian directly opened up the domineering look, and foresee the short-term future. That's it. No wonder his aura is so strong. Lin Tian immediately exploded with domineering look, and the other party also broke out with domineering look. The 2 domineering colors collided with each other, resulting in a conflict of domineering colors, and the surrounding audience was deeply shocked by this domineering color. Wow. This is the Overlord look that is rare among hundreds of thousands of pirates. There are 2 of them today, unexpectedly. The domineering collision of the Overlord color shocked the audience outside the iron cage. Lin Tian fully urged the Overlord domineering and immediately began to crush his opponent. How is it possible? There is such a powerful Overlord look. Lin Tian's domineering look began to cause substantial damage to the Wild Wolf King. Such a powerful Overlord look domineering. Even I saw it for the first time. How could there be such a powerful Overlord in the first half of the Great Waterway? Although the enemy known as the Wild Wolf King would look domineering, But it was not a star or a half against Lin Tian, but after less than half a minute, he was directly stunned by Lin Tian. The audience was dumbfounded, and suddenly felt a palpitation when looking at Lin Tian in front of them. The power of the god of death is really terrifying. But we like it. Audiences with heavy tastes began to shout and applaud, and Lin Tian's approval rate also rose rapidly. It's amazing. Grim Reaper. You have completed 10 consecutive victories. Your shouts. Where are you? Go crazy. The host directly incited everyone's enthusiasm. It was finally over. Lin Tian returned to the lounge, and Elise looked at Lin Tian speechless. You have completed 10 consecutive victories, you can get Bailey. Lin Tian asked directly. No problem, all the Baileys you won are here. I hope you can come often. Elise looked at Lin Tian reluctantly. She didn't want to miss such a powerful and golden man, but there was no way. Thinking that Lin Tian is not an ordinary person, Elise gave up her idea. Lin Tian smiled and said, thank you. Then he mentioned his exaggerated 100 billion Baileys and left the underground boxing ring directly. As soon as he left the underground boxing ring, Lin Tian met a partner who was waiting for him. You really are here, Captain. Freud calmly pushed his eyes and said, Miss Robin just saw someone who looks like you boxing here, and it is you. Freud, so you are all waiting for me here. Lin Tian naturally saw Nuoqigao Zhaoba Robin Guina Freud who was waiting for him here. Lin Tian, why did you carry such a big bag? Robin asked. These are all Baileys I won. Lin Tian replied. What? You won so many Baileys, you really deserve to be the boss. Xiao Ba exclaimed. Then you can buy more beautiful and fun things. Nuoqigao is also childlike. Don't forget our ultimate goal. Guina reminded. Everyone talked to each other, and it turned out that everyone had earned a lot of Bailey. At this time Baccarat finally reappeared again. Oh. Captain Lin Tian, you are really lucky. I heard that you won more than 100 billion yuan. This is really an exaggeration. You are already billionaires. I don't know if you are still interested. Baccarat invited. Lin Tian was naturally. Is you coming? Of course. Where there is more money, you can take us there. Lin Tian replied. Captain Lin Tian is so refreshing. We are going to the room next. Come with me. Baccarat got on the elevator, and the elevator went straight to the room. Baccarat knocked on the elevator door, and Mr. Tanaka got out of the elevator door. What is this? Nuoqigao was shocked and hurried. Asked. Don't panic. This is Mr. Tanaka who is in charge of security work. He is capable of piercing through fruits and has the ability to pierce through inorganic matter. Mr. Tanaka smiled and said, Welcome. Silulu takes your hand and uses it. Afterwards, grabbing Tanaka's hand, Lin Tian and his party went straight through this protective door and entered the secret room. It is completely different from the previous grandeur, and it is a bit more artistic and ornamental. There are not many people around. Are these all users? Robin asked. Yes, this is a place where you can become a billionaire by luck, single and double to bow. It's easy. Baccarat said with a smile. That guy is Days. He has an unbeaten record in the deathmatch in the dark world. Because he can be beaten too much, no one wants to provoke him. Now he is the bookmaker here. The guy named Days looks very uncomfortable. He talked about the super huge sieve thrown directly into the super huge sieve cup, and then directly buckled the sieve cup, directly jumped and then rotated and picked up his own big axe, but in the end he smashed it with his head into a huge iron cup. Awesome. Dace said. The axe is meaningless. Xiao Ba vomited. Oh my god. Scary. Nuoqigao didn't even dare to look at it. Lin Tian was a little speechless. Suppress even numbers. Lin Tian directly used 100 billion to suppress the double number. Dace also directly smashed the sieve cup with his head, and it was 4 o'clock as expected. 2-2. Even numbers win. Lin Tian won another 200 billion in an instant. Wow. Boss, you are so amazing. It's really a powerful fortune. It won 100 billion in one go. Lin Tian's partners praised one after another. The one over there is Mr. De Solo. The attention of the people around is attracted by people not far away. Looking at the appearance of the person in front of him, Lin Tian naturally knew that this person was the target of this trip, De Solo. Oh. Welcome to the Grand De Solo, Mr. Lin Tian. When we first met, I am the owner of this ship. My name is Gilder De Solo. Mr. De Solo. Excuse me. When I first met, I won you 200 billion Baileys. I don't know how much money you have for me to win. Lin Tian said flatly, but he surprised the people around him. Haha. The Bailey that Mr. Lin Tian won is not only my Bailey, but your main winning money is also the Bailey of those who bet. Of course you did win a lot of Bailey from me, but it doesn't matter. I can see that Mr. Lin Tian needs Bailey very much. You like gambling so much. Why don't we bet a big game? Tell me more specifically. Lin Tian has no fear, he came with his own purpose. What do you think about this plan? If you win, you will get 3 times the original bet. That is to say, your 200 billion Baileys are all in, and if you win me, you will get a 600 billion Baileys reward. 600 billion. I have never had time to take so much money. Sure enough, it is the world of the rich. Everyone was in shock, but it was 600 billion Baileys. Of course, if you lose, you won't be asked to pay 3 times. I can't spend too much money. This is only stimulating, so what? De Solo invited. Everyone looked at Lin Tian, and Lin Tian also looked at De Solo without fear. Then you say it is even or singular, Mr. Lin Tian. Although De Solo asked Lin Tian, his eyes naturally looked at Baccarat. Baccarat also understood De Solo's meaning in an instant. Wow. Great. Is Mr. Lin Tian's luck so good? Baccarat took off his gloves and patted Lin Tian. Lin Tian immediately took a step forward, then turned around, staring straight at Baccarat. In just a moment, Lin Tian had predicted the future with his domineering look and feel. Do you want to touch me, Miss Baccarat? Lin Tian asked Baccarat with a smile. Baccarat was suddenly at a loss. She looked at De Solo, and then at Lin Tian, smiling and saying, yes. It doesn't matter. Touch it if you want. Lin Tian also intentionally or unintentionally said. Luck, this kind of thing. I have a lot of it. Baccarat was shocked, not knowing what to do for a while, looked at De Solo, and finally patted Lin Tian on the shoulder under De Solo's signal. Haha. De Solo smiled casually when he saw Baccarat succeeded. Mr. Lin Tian, do you prefer an even number or an singular number? Looking at De Solo, Lin Tian asked casually, you can only use singular or even numbers. Ha ha ha. Mr. Lin Tian is talking about and laughing, so he is in odd and even numbers. Either odd or even, Baccarat. It seems that Mr. Lin Tian still doesn't know the rules. You can explain it a little bit. Lin Tian did not stop Baccarat's explanation. Baccarat also said directly. The 2 civs 1, air singular, 2. Is a double number, either singular or even. Oh. I just don't believe it, I can suppress other things. Boy. Are you making trouble? Dace is obviously already a little angry, because no one has ever dared to make trouble with him, let alone the boss is next to him. De Solo also stopped Dace with a smile, and looked at Lin Tian and said, since Mr. Lin Tian wants to suppress something else, you can do it. It's just a game, and I don't lack the money. Lin Tian laughed too, because he was afraid that this guy would not be fooled. Yudao wouldn't hit the smiley person. He hadn't exposed his sinister and evil. Lin Tian would not just pretend to be a black face and come over and grab it. I'll crush all Baileys, bet. There is nothing in this sieve. Lin Tian also said solemnly, but the people around were surprised and speechless. How could it not? This result is either singular or even. Is this guy talking casually? But who can make a joke with hundreds of billions? Don't you dare. The other guests around were dumbfounded when they saw this scene. It should be said that Lin Tian is smart or stupid. This shows that it is impossible. Even Lin Tian's friends thought they were thinking, but they looked at Lin Tian confidently. The appearance, I also directly chose to believe. I believe that my own captain definitely does not have it, because as of now, there is nothing that can be difficult for their captain Lin Tian. Oh, I heard it right. De Solo was also puzzled when he heard the words. Although he couldn't figure it out, he faintly felt that things were not that simple. Yes, there is no sieve in my sieve cup. Lin Tian repeated it again. You kid. You are crazy. Open your eyes to Lao Su. I will show you whether there is a sieve in this sieve cup. Daze directly picked up the giant sieve and threw it into the sieve cup. After throwing it in, he still skillfully lifted the sieve cup, and then once it was clicked, the sieve was caught by Daze. Mr. Lin Tian. Did you really decide to suppress nothing at all? Baccarat finally asked. You still have one last chance to go back. I always say 1 is not 2, Saying nothing at all means nothing at all. Don't be wordy, don't believe it, just open it. Lin Tian's smile made Desolo feel that something was wrong. This guy. It's not like talking about it. Is there something to rely on? But there is no reason. He is completely impossible to do. This is my sight, and the fruits of Baccarat's luck have not been exposed. Is he already prepared? Well, this is impossible. Baccarat did run into him, and his luck was indeed taken away. Desolo hadn't even figured it out. Lin Tian knew the plot well, and he didn't know it at all. Lin Tian's domineering vision was strong enough to predict the short-term future. Open it. Desolo gave an order. Everyone around is looking at the sieve cup. Lin Tian's friends also looked at the sieve cup anxiously. Days hit his head directly on the sieve cup, and the sieve cup instantly fell apart. But the most incredible scene happened. The sieve cup was empty and there was nothing. Probably the atmosphere solidified for a few seconds, followed by the noise of everyone, and the excited shouts of Lin Tian and his party. This. How is this possible? It was here just now. Days also couldn't believe what happened before him. Desolo also didn't expect what happened before him. This Desolo's bad premonition has come true. After Desolo awakened the golden fruit ability for the first time, he lost control of the matter itself. Dace reacted immediately, and then directly looked fiercely and said, Lin Tian, what have you done? How come the sieve is gone? Then he rushed over and grabbed Lin Tian's clothes, but Lin Tian remained motionless, keeping a smile on his face. However, the smile on Lin Tian's face seemed to be faintly terrifying to people other than his partner. Humph. Guina directly pulled out sleeve Shirayuki and slashed directly at Dace's hands. Dace immediately removed his hand from Lin Tian's clothes. Lin Tian, what have you done? There must be no problem with the sieve in our house. Everyone has seen it. The sieve was clearly put in just now. If you say you didn't do anything, no one will believe it. Desolo's meaning is also very clear. He just wants to fall back on the account. He thinks Lin Tian cheated, but he himself did not find out how Lin Tian did it. But no matter what the situation is, he should stop Lin Tian and reduce himself. Economic loss. Lin Tian's smile also solidified in an instant, staring straight at Desolo and said, Mr. Desolo, it looks like you want to say that I am 1,000 years old, but the dealer, it's yours, and he sifted the sieve. Isn't it all you Desolo control? Baccarat is the ability of the fruit of luck. I have known it. My luck was taken away by her, and then it was not you that lost in the end. You really think everyone will fall for you? The one who is deceived here is the loser. The one who is deceived here is the loser. Lin Tian and Desolo said almost at the same time. You want to ask me why I said the same thing as you, right? Desolo, let me tell you the answer. I can already predict the future with my domineering experience. Lin Tian said domineeringly. You guy. Desolo was also furious, and it turned out that this time someone else had calculated it on his head. The atmosphere on both sides changed in an instant, and the war was about to start. Things have long been out of Desolo's control, but Desolo is still confident. Because this is his home court, Desolo doesn't think he can't regain control of the overall situation. Lin Tian. So you came here prepared. What are you doing for Bailey or for power? Desolo started his iconic smirk again. You will know soon. Lin Tian was also not afraid, his eyes met Desolo. It looks like you have to move your muscles and bones a little bit. Desolo looked at Lin Tian and also ignited the enthusiasm for fighting. Guina stared at Deus steadily. Nuoqigao and Xiao Ba stared at Baccarat. Robin Floyd stared closely at Mr. Tanaka and the unkind crowd around him. Lin Tian is ready to fight Desolo. The atmosphere of the two sides suddenly became a little dignified, and under Desolo's voice, the two sides had already begun a war. Zauba's six-sword style made it sound and colorful. Although it was a close combat, Zauba avoided being touched by Baccarat, so he also tightly forced Baccarat back step by step. Nuoqigao's strength also greatly increased after using the Shasha fruit, and the ability to spur the Shasha fruit directly and remotely defeated Baccarat. It can be seen that the two sides are doomed to win or lose from the beginning. Mr. Tanaka is a person with the ability to wear fruits. His ability is very strange, and he passes through from time to time, making Robin and Freud caught off guard. But don't forget that Robin and Freud's strength has also greatly increased in the past 2 years. Although their domineering are not as powerful as Lin Tian, they can also sense the opponent's attack. Therefore, no matter how weird Mr. Tanaka's attack was, he was still avoided by Freud and Robin. Robin's ability to flower and fruit is obviously not an inorganic substance, and is naturally restrained. Therefore, under Robin's countless rounds of flowers blooming, Mr. Tanaka is also unable to fight back. Days is against the swordsman Guina. Guina's sleeve Baishui's ability is terrifying, and to a certain extent, even if it is compared with frozen fruit, it is not inferior. So cool. Deus is extremely hard and likes to withstand attacks, but Guina's sleeve Baishui is not mainly attacking, but freezing the opponent with a terrible temperature. Therefore, Guina seems to be unable to cause a substantial attack on days with swordsmanship alone, but after liberating Shirayuki's skills, Guina also instantly gained the upper hand. DeSolo watched as his subordinates had already handed over to Lin Tian and his party. He also looked at Lin Tian's expression and said, "Lin Tian, it seems that you were calculating me. Oh, let's go to each other. Stop talking nonsense. Let's fight. It seems that you are very confident. I will try to see if your billion-dollar reward is moisture." DeSolo shouted directly, "Even if you have a mental calculation for me. Feel it. When you enter the DeSolo, everyone is already under my control. You have all been drenched in gold powder. That. Just put the gold that contains my strength has penetrated into your bodies." Then DeSolo directly stretched out his hand, as if to control something, but the pedestrian looked at DeSolo like an idiot. Yeah. What's going on? Only then did DeSolo discover that even the stimulus ability could not cause any harm or change to Lin Tian and his party. Haha. DeSolo, do you want to perform magic tricks? Lin Tian laughed and said, "Why do you just think we will be covered with gold powder? Ha ha ha. No one can disobey me. Do you think you are determined to win, Lin Tian?" DeSolo was still smiling, and his smile suddenly stopped. He suddenly increased in speed, instantly controlled the gold to cover his hands, and then slammed into Lin Tian. In an instant, DeSolo launched an attack and slammed his fist towards Lin Tian. Lin Tian remained calm, and said directly, "Iron." Lin Tian, who did not use the armed color, used iron blocks to block DeSolo's attack casually. Golden Bomb. DeSolo attacked Lin Tian again with his other hand. Lin Tian still used the iron without hurriedly, and his fist touched DeSolo's fist. Boom. DeSolo's gold fell to pieces. How can it be? DeSolo said incredulously. Lin Tian also responded. How can it be impossible? It's just gold. No matter how strong your ability is, gold will always be gold. Don't look down on iron. Then Lin Tian directly covered his arms and domineering, and then said, "The hardness of iron is much greater than that of gold. This is common sense." Humph. DeSolo still wrapped up with Lin Tian without giving up control of the gold. Lin Tian also confidently rushed to DeSolo, lay metallurgical. Afterwards, Lin Tian's body directly made a harsh thunder and lightning sound, and the purple-blue lightning made Lin Tian look a little strange, and the gold controlled by DeSolo was directly smelted by Lin Tian's lightning. Although your golden power is strong, but it is no match for my thunder and lightning power. The corner of Lin Tian's mouth rose slightly, and then he directly shaved, and hit DeSolo's body with a heavy punch. DeSolo was quick with his eyes and hands, and immediately used the power of gold to put a layer of golden armor on himself. However, as Lin Tian said, the hardness of iron is higher than that of gold, and the hardness of Lin Tian, which is covered with armed domineering and iron blocks, has reached a terrifying point. Lin Tian hit DeSolo with a solid punch. Body. DeSolo was directly hit by Lin Tian like a cannonball, and DeSolo looked embarrassed when he got up. Asshole. Asshole. Don't think you have the chance to win. I'm DeSolo. This is the DeSolo. DeSolo's roar was obviously really angry. The moment when hope is replaced by despair, this is the top drama. Lin Tian uttered DeSolo's lines casually, and it was so cool to use the other's lines to hit the other party. You. DeSolo was a little crazy. You have no money. Do you really think you can beat me? Haha. You look like a dog. Lin Tian also ridiculed DeSolo with a line. In front of me. Don't laugh. DeSolo shouted angrily. The show has officially begun. Lin Tian still looked at DeSolo with a smile. De Solo directly destroyed the underground storage equipment. The liquid gold that was stored on the De Solo in advance was flooded like a wave in an instant. Everything in this city is under my control. What is funny? It's up to me to decide. De Solo regained his arrogant smile. Liquid gold is quite terrifying, and it floods most of the area in an instant, and the final outcome of the person covered with gold is to be condensed into a golden sculpture. There were screams around, and the sound of buildings collapsing. Lin Tian, understand. I am everything in this world. And you are the rubbish who only accepts domination. This is the attitude of God. De Solo instantly became a golden giant. This golden giant is extremely huge, and I don't know when. De Solo entered this giant's body and manipulated the giant. Wah ha ha ha. De Solo is obviously a little crazy. Lin Tian snorted and said, why do so many idiots who said they are gods have been killed by me? A mere human, and dare to call himself a god. Is the devil fruit so arrogant after awakening once? Lin Tian's eyes suddenly changed, armed and domineering. Lin Tian's hands directly covered the armed domineering. Lin Tian directly used the gravitational fruit to strengthen his impact, and then Lin Tian flew towards De Solo like a cannonball. Don't get too smug. De Solo also directly stretched out his hand to attack Lin Tian. Lin Tian's small punch finally hit De Solo's golden giant's powerful punch. Boom. However, what shocked the people around him was that Lin Tian broke one of De Solo's golden giant's arm with a punch. Everyone doesn't know how hard the golden giant's arms are, but that's the high-strength gold made by De Solo's ability. It's not plastic. No one thought that Lin Tian's attack would easily break De Solo's. Defend. Damn it. De Solo was obviously also very angry. The battle on the other side is also extremely fierce. Both Days and Mr. Tanaka are wearing golden armor at this time. Days is powerless to resist being beaten by Guina, but this guy is a masochist, and he shouted loudly, so cool. But looking at Days' whole body is already covered in blood, it is obviously dying. Guina looked at Deus and suddenly said, you fellow, when did you wear the golden armor? Looking at Mr. Tanaka, he also put on the golden armor. Robin and Freud both looked at Mr. Tanaka cautiously. This guy's fruit ability is very tricky. Now he is wearing a golden armor. Freud pushed his eyes and reminded Robin. This is not an ordinary armor. This is made by Master De Solo through his ability, golden armor. Mr. Tanaka smiled sinisterly, in other words, our strength here is soaring. Bakura is also wearing gold armor and looks magnificent. Nuoqigao and Zauba are also staring at Bakura. De Solo looked at the countless people around him, and he also incited, you want money, right? Come on. Let this good show become more lively. Speaking of that, the surrounding guards also raised their guns and aimed at Lin Tian's group. You are all my pawns. De Solo yelled and changed the shape of his gold and inserted it to the ground. Guina looked at Deus and said, cool, I'll make you cool next. Qiwuhai. Guina directly liberated Shu Baishui, coupled with seeing and hearing color predicting the position of Days, it directly froze Days. Now Days was directly frozen. Guina resolved the battle in an instant, and she looked at Xiaohachi and Nuoqigao again. Bakura took off his gloves directly and touched many guards. Her luck fruit ability directly robbed everyone's luck, and then could easily suppress it anyway, Xiaohachi and Nojiko. Xiao Ba slipped and fell in various ways, and then stabbed with his own knife. Although Nuoqigao possesses the power of sand, there is no way to defeat Bakura for a while. When Nuoqigao had a clever move, he and Xiao Ba directly threw a bag of millions of Bailey over. Because Bakura was very lucky, the bag of money fell directly near Bakura. Before Bakura could respond, he was caught by the bag of money. He fainted. It turns out that there is a hidden bomb in Bailey that will not go out. In the end of luck, Bakura was directly defeated. And Mr. Tanaka also relied on his own ability to shuttle back and forth in space. Robin and Freud could not meet the cunning and changeable Mr. Tanaka. Mr. Tanaka also deliberately missed the bullet. I just want to torture you to the end. Mr. Tanaka kept shuttling. Freud suddenly closed his eyes, then pointed in a direction and said, there. What? Mr. Tanaka had no idea that his position would be predicted. 20 rounds of flowers bloom. Robin directly grabbed Mr. Tanaka. His abilities are not inorganic, so Mr. Tanaka has no way to break free. Therefore, Mr. Tanaka also lost to Freud and Robin. Only Lin Tian and De Solo were left. Although De Solo's golden giant had an arm broken by Lin Tian, De Solo immediately controlled gold and restored that arm. De Solo immediately laughed again. Let me see your fist with a billion reward. Lin Tian. Take a look at the power of my gods, gold karma. De Solo directly controlled his right eye to emit a light wave. Lin Tian shouted directly, you are too underestimating me. At the same time, Lin Tian moved, directly urging frozen fruit to an extremely thick ice wall to block the gold karmic fire. Succumb to your strength, mortals. De Solo came with another attack. Gold industry fire. At this time, De Solo's fist contained explosive power and attacked Lin Tian. Lin Tian urged the fruit of gravity, pulled out the village, and facing De Solo is the handsome and powerful Qiwuhai Shira. One cut, the sky is broken. One cut. Even Shira can be cut. Lin Tian's Qiwuhai is still that terrifying, under the blessing of gravitational fruit. This slash has long been unknown how strong it is. Inverted. Lin Tian put away the village leader, and the golden giant fell to the ground. De Solo also fell directly to the ground together. Run. Fate is gone. What money to spend? The black-clothed guards saw the golden giant fall, and they were shocked, and everyone around them ran away in panic. Although De Solo's golden giant fell, he gritted his teeth with a smile. My possessions. Where are you going? As soon as the voice fell, a wave of terror of gold broke out on the streets of the entire De Solo. These liquid gold were ruthlessly flooded like ocean waves, countless people. There are panicked people everywhere, people fleeing everywhere, and the current name of De Solo is called Purgatory on Earth. Look. The beauty of gold. I will let everything indulge in it until it is swallowed. De Solo controlled the gold almost madly, fully urging the power of the golden fruit after awakening. Almost everyone was overwhelmed by the wave of gold. De Solo looked around frantically and shouted, I will make people happy. People will be happy because of me. I am imprisoned, because of my pain, fall apart, and despair. But Lin Tian flew directly in front of De Solo and stared at De Solo. You guys partner. And the things you most want to protect, the most important things will be swallowed by my power. This world is like this, everything is dominated by gold. In my opinion, you are like a 3-year-old kid, dare to call yourself a god. Lin Tian said disdainfully, golden god punishment. The gold behind De Solo suddenly turned into a tentacle-like thing, and it attacked Lin Tian in the air. Golden splash. De Solo blessed his abilities infinitely. At this moment, whether it was the people of the De Solo or Lin Tian's partner, they were all watching this last moment. The time to decide their destiny has arrived. The golden light around them is so dazzling that people can't open their eyes. I have become a god. How is it? God's power. De Solo was already fascinated by his power. Haha. I don't know what kind of gods, in my opinion you are naive and unrefined. Since you are so self-righteous, I will let you see my power. Lin Tian's habitual smile disappeared instantly, which was heart-palpitating. Thunder God punishes. Unexpectedly, both parties actually used divine punishment, but the divine punishment used by Lin Tian was completely different. The purple thunder and lightning even almost condensed and formed, and Lin Tian was covered by thunder and turned into an electro-optical man. The lightning that is about to reach 500 million volts on the body is also shuddering just looking at it. What? De Solo tried his best, but it seemed to him that he would definitely win. It is Lin Tian who defeated you, remember. Lin Tian also fully promoted the ability of the thunder fruit. Thunder and lightning itself naturally restrains gold, and it can be said that the restraint is extremely strong, and the conductivity of gold is very strong. Even after the awakening, the golden fruit was restrained from fighting the thunder fruit. De Solo was instantly overwhelmed by Lin Tian's thunder and lightning. Stella. At the last moment when De Solo was about to be killed, he remembered the name of her. Yeah. De Solo seemed to have reawakened his power instantly increased, and he wanted to counterattack. Billion volts. Lin Tian was also able to spur the fruit of thunder with all his strength, and the extremely terrifying thunder god's punishment instantly crushed De Solo. The surrounding gold was melted away. The gold powder around is everywhere. Really strong. Guina said in only 2 words. Lin Tian. So strong. Robin looked at Lin Tian and didn't know what he was thinking. Success, boss. Xiao Ba has already said habitually. Big brother is still so terrible, Nuoqigao also said excitedly. Well, this is as it should be. This is our captain. Freud still pushed his glasses and said as expected. De Solo was defeated. Lin Tian flew down, and everyone around him celebrated. After all, the person who respected De Solo again, at this time his face, this guy ignored the life and death of anyone on the ship. What sound? Everyone heard incredible voices. Freud closed his eyes and used what he saw and heard, and then opened his eyes and said, "It's not good, there is no time. This ship will explode in 100 seconds. It seems to be De Solo's last trick." Lin Tian was also immediately. Arrange. I'm going to clear the bomb. Gold and Bailey will be handed over to me. You quickly withdraw. Lin Tian directly reduced the gravity on the partners, and their speed was dozens of times faster. The partners believed in Lin Tian's strength, so they agreed without hesitation, and then fled the De Solo that was about to explode. Lin Tian found a huge amount of gold and countless Baileys at an extremely fast speed. Lin Tian found the bomb in a secret basement. Lin Tian directly froze the bomb with frozen fruit, but he did not expect the countdown to the explosion was still ringing. Although the bomb explosion time has been delayed, it still has not been lifted. Lin there was no more time in the sky, and seeing that the purpose of his trip had been achieved, he left the Grand De Solo directly. Oh, that is. Lin Tian suddenly saw that a ship was also escaping in an emergency. The appearance of that ship was extremely magnificent, and it was impossible for ordinary people to afford such a luxurious ship. That is. Gold in the sky. Lin Tian recognized that the ship was the heavenly gold carrying De Solo's tribute to the Sky Dragon people. Because of De Solo's bribe, there was no navy to trouble him. Now De Solo is about to destroy De Solo. The Tianlong people who originally enjoyed the service here, escaped in a hurry. Even if it escapes, do these guys escape with heavenly gold? You really want money but not life. In that case, it's cheaper for me. Hee hee. Lin Tian thought secretly in his heart. What kind of dog are you? How dare you board the ship of Lord Tianlong? A black-clothed guard saw Lin Tian directly bullying others, picked up the gun in his hand, and wanted to kill Lin Tian. Dogleg. Die. Lin Tian directly stabbed the guard to death with a pointed spear. When the surrounding guards saw it, they rushed forward. Lin Tian glared directly, and a palpable domineering look immediately broke out, and instantly stunned everyone on board. Lin Tian found the gold in the sky, and then kicked over the boat. The seawater woke everyone up again, but Lin Tian saw that the time was approaching, and he had no time to take care of it, so he left the Tianlong people with unknown lives. The De Solo really exploded in the end. However, it exploded after a long delay, giving the guests a chance to escape, so many innocent people survived. They were all grateful to Lin Tian. Of course Lin Tian didn't know about this. I don't care if I know it, because Lin Tian has always done what he thinks is right. After Lin Tian and his comrades converged, they naturally drove towards the city of water with huge amounts of gold and countless Baileys. Report. 5 old stars. De Solo was killed, and the De Solo exploded. Well, who did you say that someone killed that monster? Lin Tian. And Lin Tian overturned the ship carrying the heavenly gold. The lives of the 2 heavenly dragons are unknown. He also robbed the heavenly gold. All the gold and Bailey were taken away by Lin Tian. What should I do next? Asshole. This kid does everything on his own will. It seems it's time to deal with him. Otherwise, the power of the sea will be difficult to balance. That's right, you must get rid of him. Seconded. Seconded. Then who should be sent to deal with him? A 5 old star asked rhetorically. Lin Tian's whereabouts are already there. It seems that he appeared on the De Solo and snatched the gold from the sky. He came for money. It was found that his previous message was that he appeared in the city of water. Then there is only one possibility. Could it be that I want to build a pirate ship? What pirate ship needs so many Baileys? Could it be Pluto? Not necessarily, but this possibility is not ruled out. Now that we know his purpose, we might as well start in advance. How about doing this? 5 old stars secretly discussed the specific content, and finally the 4 of them all said, secondly. Then do it. The conspiracy of the world government has begun again. Lin Tian didn't know the danger that was coming. At this time, Lin Tian was reaping the fruits of victory. A systematic voice came. Congratulations to the host for defeating the 3 demon fruit abilities, and they have gained 5 awakening points in total. They can just awaken the devil fruit once. May I be awakened? Lin Tian defeated Bakura, Mr. Tanaka, and Desolo, the 3 fruit abilities. Desolo was the fruit ability awakener, so Lin Tian directly obtained up to 5 points of demon fruit awakening. Well, let me think about it. Lin Tian thought for a long time, and finally decided to awaken the ability of frozen fruit first. System. Awakening the ability to freeze fruit. As soon as Lin Tian's voice fell, the system responded. No problem. The system began to exert its strength, but in an instant, Lin Tian felt that his ability to freeze fruits had been enhanced. Lin Tian closed his eyes and experienced it carefully, then opened his eyes. It turns out that this is the awakening of the nature element. It's really quite powerful. Lin Tian tasted it but didn't delay too much, because the sound of the system came again. Host. Congratulations on defeating Bakura, who has the fruit of luck, Mr. Tanaka, who wears the fruit, and Desolo of the golden fruit. You have obtained 3 demon fruit ability cards, which can be used by yourself and others. There are 3 fruit slots. Because Desolo's golden fruit has awakened, you can directly obtain the fruit ability card after awakening. Lin Tian was so excited. Is it so strong? Let me think. That Guna does not need fruit ability. Robin already has fruit ability. Nuoqigao is also a natural rustling fruit ability. Freud is a healing fruit ability. Zauba is a murloc, not to use the power of this fruit. I don't need to wear the fruit ability card for now. I will use the golden fruit ability directly. Lin Tian directly used the golden fruit ability card, so he instantly possessed all of Desolo's abilities. Is this the power of golden fruit? Not bad. Lin Tian still likes the golden fruit ability very much. Although you can't make gold out of thin air, you can control the form of gold. The golden fruit after awakening can also control the gold that affects other people, so as long as someone wears it, gold is likely to stand on the weak side as soon as it appears. The fruit of luck may not be used for the time being, otherwise you will keep it for now. Lin Tian still hopes that all his abilities are powerful offensive capabilities. Therefore, the use of Yunyan fruit was temporarily abandoned. Host. Hello. Congratulations for completing the level task. You have won the silver turntable, which is the level prize draw. You completed the task perfectly, so the explosion rate of rare items has been increased. May I ask whether the prize draw? The system asked again. Lin Tian naturally enjoys this, and it is too late to make him happy because of the increase in strength. Lin Tian naturally chose the lottery. Lottery. Lin Tian said. So I saw the familiar silver lottery turntable. The raffle carousel has started to spin. Okay, stop. Lin Tian said. The speed of the turntable immediately slowed down. In a short while, the effort was completely motionless. This is. Lin Tian was a little surprised and puzzled when he saw the pointer on the turntable pointed to a line of small characters. Congratulations to the host. You got a special reward of level. Unlocked the airlock system. Congratulations from the system have been sent. When he came, Lin Tian asked immediately. System, you can explain. What is an air transport system? The system began a careful introduction. You can directly use the fruit of luck to turn on the airlock system. The name of the airlock system is to plunder the other's airlock and improve your own airlock. Every time you defeat an enemy, you can get a certain amount of luck on the opponent, and reach a certain amount of luck. This can affect your own luck. If your luck reaches the top level, you will be blessed by the world and become a pirate world. The strongest. After the system was explained, Lin Tian also used Yunyan fruit without hesitation. The value of luck is very important, and it may directly affect some things. Lin Tian thought. Congratulations to the host. Successfully opened the airlock system. Your current airlock value is 80 elementary. The main task of the host has been opened. Task level. Task content. Rescue Mr. Tom, who was captured by the World Government Secret Organization 9. Task reward. Golden turntable draw once. Lin Tian was shocked when he heard this. Where did Mr. Tom be taken away by 9? It seems it's time to speed up. Lin Tian's ability to spur the fruits of gravitation directly made the boats that the partners were riding in, as if they were riding on a rocket, sailing to the City of Water quickly. Soon, Lin Tian returned to the City of Water. Go. Tom shipyard. Mr. Tom may be in danger. Lin Tian said that he flew to the shipyard with his companions. When he arrived at the shipyard, Lin Tian felt that something was wrong, because there was no one here. There is a problem. Lin Tian closed his eyes directly, and opened them again a second later. Lin Tian, who predicted the future with his domineering look and hearing, directly shouted, "Everyone, get out of the way." In the following month, he avoided the attack that suddenly appeared from behind. "Who are you? Why attack us?" Xiao Ba said angrily. A figure struck, and Lin Tian looked at the person who came while dodge. The visitor had black curly hair and looked at Lin Tian blankly, but Lin Tian recognized the identity of the visitor at a glance. "Yeah. Who am I?" It turns out to be Rob Lucy of 9. Lin Tian looked at Lu Qi and said, "Oh, you are Lin Tian, I didn't expect you to know me." Lu Qi looked at Lin Tian without fear, and then at Robin Road. "I want to take Nicole Robin away, and everyone else will die." Lu Qi said calmly, as if he said another thing that should happen normally. Robin also panicked for a moment. But after thinking about Lin Tian's strength, Robin chose to believe in Lin Tian. "I won't let you take it away." Robin is also different from the original book. Robin, who should have been caught directly at this time, chose to fight to the end. It was Lin Tian who gave her hope and also let him see what is called a captain and what is called strength. Therefore, Robin firmly believes that Lin Tian can protect every partner on the ship. "Oh, that's the case. I'll leave the chopsticks to you, and Lin Tian will leave it to me," Lu Qi said casually. Suddenly other people appeared around, and Robin said as soon as he saw it, "These are all 9 members. Kaku, Gabra, Bruno, the lion Snuggles, Owl without sound. Except for Khalifa, all 9 members of the original book have arrived. Lin Tian is naturally against Rob Lucy, the strongest at present. Guina, who has Shirayuki's sleeve, naturally played against Kaku, who was ranked 2nd in strength. Nuoqigao owns the Russell fruit, so he played against Gabra, who was only slightly worse than Kaku. Robin's ability to play flowers and fruits is only slightly higher than that of Nuoji, so he played against Bruno. Although Xiao Ba's Lu Dao Lu is not strong, but not weak, he snuggles against the lion. In the end, Freud, who had a strong sense of color and domineering, played against Tono Owl. Lin Tian looked at Rob Lucy and said, "Where is Mr. Tom?" Rob Lucky smiled ghostly, and said in a frightening manner, "Hey, I am still caring about others, don't you know you have fallen into our trap?" Lin Tian didn't care. "These don't matter, it doesn't matter how many you come." "Huh. Arrogant guy." Rob Lucy rushed to Lin Tian with just one shave. And the big scuffle around has also begun. However, the opponent was relatively clear, and there was no real melee in the true sense of the word. Lin Tian watched Rob Lucci's appearance and directly flashed his attack with paper painting. Rob Lucci was also shocked in his heart, and he asked directly, "This is paper painting. How do you know 6 styles?" Rob Lucy asked in surprise. "You don't believe me after I said it, come again." Lin Tian showed his slightly provocative smile again. Rob Lucy also approached Lin Tian with a shaver again, and then attacked with a finger gun. Iron. Lin Tian directly used the iron block. Even if Lu Qi's attack was strong, Lin Tian stood in front of Lu Qi unscathed. This makes Rob Lucky, the strongest of the 9s, a little unacceptable. How is it possible? That guy Lu Qi can't beat that guy for a while. Kaku was surprised. "Well, it seems that I really met an opponent this time," Gabra said, and then fought with Guina again. The others were fighting fiercely, and there was no free time. Rob Lucky, who looked at his finger guns also difficult to break, was obviously a little angry. He looked at Lin Tiandao. "Impossible. Even if you have a plenum of the 6 forms, is it possible that you still have me in your grasp?" Rob Lucy is known as the strongest 9 genius in history. He can't allow anyone to surpass himself in his strongest field. Therefore, he went straight away, and Rob Lu urged his devil fruit power. Lin Tian saw that Rob Lucy was like a monster, transformed from a body into a giant leopard. This is the cat, fruit, leopard form. Lin Tian still had that cynical smile, but this smile fell in Rob Lucy's eyes as if he was mocking him again. "Damn it. Let you see the strength." Rob Lucky directly shaved, and appeared in front of Lin Tian instantly like a cannonball. Land-footed leopard tail. Rob Luki directly used the fruit ability in the 6-type fusion technique, and the power of the foot in the cat, fruit, and leopard form were combined, full of terrifying explosive power. Now you are dead. There was also an inexplicable excitement on Rob Lucky's expressionless face. Lin Tian didn't hide much, and he directly withstood the attack, but the difference was that his whole body was covered with a hard, armed color. Therefore, even if Rob Lucy used the skill, he couldn't break the 5, Lin Tian's defense. Look at Lin Tian still unscathed. Lin Tian said with a little disappointment. Oh, how strong I am as Rob Lucy, now I can't even break my defenses. So, you have already used the fruit power, then let's be fair. I also only use fruit power. Lin Tian smiled secretly in his heart. In this world, the 6th form is not better than me. I want to see if you can survive my attacks. Rob Lucy is a cold-blooded agent, and of course he will not willingly allow Lin Tian to use the devil fruit ability, but what Lin Tian does not need Rob Lucy's consent to. Landfoot. Lin Tian directly used Land's foot to attack Rob Lucy. The huge vacuum wave attacked Lu Qi. Lu Qi reacted a little slower, but still avoided with Moonstep. This guy. The range of Lanjiao is so exaggerated. Rob Lucy was really stunned this time. The ordinary haze feat that Lin Tian used casually were several times larger than the scope of the haze feat he used, which was simply too exaggerated. What on earth is this guy? How can he have such a perfect foot? I don't believe it. Rob Lucy still doesn't believe in this evil. However, Lin Tian's goal has been achieved. After using the Lanjiao, Lin Tian directly began to stimulate the ability to freeze the fruit. Big ice hockey. Several large hockey pucks were produced in an instant, but although the size increased, the speed was even faster. These hockey pucks smashed like Rob Lucy at an extremely terrifying speed. This is Bing's ability. This guy. Rob Lucy also reacted very quickly, and he avoided this attack in a month's pace, but Lin Tian's big hockey puck is not. There is only one. More and more hockey pucks smashed towards Lu Qi, and Lu Qi had to constantly use Moonstep and Shave to dodge. You bastard. Lu Qi hardly had any free time, and in the end he finally couldn't dodge. Iron. In the end, Lu Qi used the defensive skills among the 6 forms, intending to resist Lin Tian's ice hockey. Lin Tian's big ice hockey is not as good as the Russian style. With the blessing of the gravitational fruit and the mass of its own big hockey puck, Rob Lucy was hit by the way to make the blood surge. Lu Qi looked quite strenuous. He used all his abilities to withstand the impact of the hockey puck. Wow. It's Rob Lucy. You can resist my big hockey puck, but you have to work harder for the next attack. Otherwise, you might die. Lin Tian also tried to awaken his own frozen fruit, but it was more of a kind of psychology, so he played Rob Lucy. You bastard. Rob Lucy obviously suffered a serious attack. He panted and watched Lin Tian calm down again. Oh, try this. Ice Spear. Lin Tian urged his abilities again, and a large number of ice spears appeared behind Lin Tian. These ice spears are extremely sharp, and under the blessing of the fruit of gravity, they are as fast as lightning. On. Lin Tian directly controlled these ice spears and shot Rob Lucy. So fast. Rob Lucy also reacted in an instant. As expected, Rob Lucy, even if he attacked so quickly, he almost avoided it. However, Lin Tian's ice spears can almost be said to be continuous, and in the end Rob Lucy's vigor is gradually exhausted. Rob Lucy kept using Shiv and Yubu to avoid attacks, and his vigor was gradually lost, and it seemed that he could no longer sustain it. Who is this guy? How can he not only know the 6 forms, but also possess the fruit ability similar to that of an admiral? Although Lu Qi is still expressionless, his heart is already surging. In the end, Lu Qi lost his energy and one arm was accidentally pierced by Lin Tian's ice spear. This ice spear is different from the big ice hockey. The big ice hockey is the impact force, and the ice spear is the penetration force. As soon as Rob Lucy shouted out the iron block, his entire arm was directly penetrated. After Lin Tian awakened frozen fruit, he also readjusted the original frozen fruit skills. The ice puck became a big ice puck, and the 2 thorn spears directly became ice spears. After the adjustment, the frozen fruit has actually been adjusted. Even more powerful promotion. Everyone around had to marvel at Lin Tian's terrifying strength. The person in front of you is not easy to deal with. Next, I can't face it hard. Rob Lucy thought carefully that his arm had been penetrated, but the problem was not big. Next, how about we determine the outcome with one move? Rob Lucy also directly invited. Looking at how Lu Qi didn't know what he was thinking, even in his current state, Lu Qi could only use his strongest attack and fight to defeat Lin Tian. Okay. Since you want to die, don't say I didn't remind you. Lin Tian naturally agreed to Rob Lucy's request indifferently, because no matter what it was, Lin Tian would win, and this was his self-confidence. Lin Tian looked at Rob Lucy, and Rob Lucy was always there, brewing big moves. 6 types of profound truth, the largest round of 6 king spears. Finally Rob Lucy finished brewing, and an extremely terrifying aura struck Lin Tian. However, Lin Tian didn't be moved by it, but suddenly burst out a more powerful and domineering aura that immediately suppressed Lu Qi's aura. The overlord color of the full level immediately crushed Lu Qi's breath, and Lu Qi also gritted his teeth fiercely. Finally used the biggest move to attack Lin Tian. Lin Tian also said fearlessly, "Let you see the gap between the two of us." Frozen fruit awakens, full coverage of the Ice Age. Lin Tian's hands were instantly covered with ice. This layer of ice is like 10,000 years of cold ice. It is extremely hard, and it extracts the surrounding water elements and directly refines it into the purest ice crystals. Lin Tian also matched Rob Lucky's punch with a punch. Rob Lucky's 6 King's Spear. It was really powerful, even Lin Tian felt a shock in his hands, and then there was no more. The awakening of the Superman system can affect the surrounding things, but the natural system itself can affect the natural things. So what is Lin Tian's awakening? It turns out that Lin Tian's natural system awakening is a refinement, refined from the natural world. The ice element that he needs is being strengthened with the ability of the fruit. In other words, you can control nature and strengthen your own nature. This is the awakening of the nature department. Therefore, Lin Tian, who had awakened the frozen fruit, covered his hands with pure and incomparable ice for thousands of years in order not to affect the surrounding battle. Fight against Rob Lucy. Lin Tian's ice was not broken at all, but Lu Qi was surprised that he couldn't even speak. How is it possible? This is my strongest move. Even Lu Qi is unwilling to admit this reality that he doesn't want to admit. This is 10,000 years of cold ice. You kid. Freeze. Lin Tian directly punched Lu Qi back. Lu Qi was surprised when he encountered Lin Tian's fist had begun to freeze. The speed of freezing was very fast. Lu Qi just wanted to self-mutilate. His whole body was frozen, only one head was missing. I'm not reconciled. I'm not reconciled yet. Lin Tian has frozen Lu Qi in front of him into an ice sculpture, and the color of Lu Qi after being awakened by the fruit is more crystal clear. When Lin Tian finished the battle, he heard the voice of the system. Congratulations to the host for slaying the devil fruit ability to gain 2 awakening points, and congratulations to the host for obtaining Rob Lucky's luck value of 20 points, which is now 100 points. System. I am still a few minutes away from awakening now. Host, you only have the thunder fruit and you have not yet awakened. You were almost 3 points when you were awakened at 5 o'clock. Therefore, Lin Tian looked to the next battlefield, where Guina played against Kaku. Kaku, who Guina played against, was also very easy to do, and Kaku was also extremely surprised. Since the girl's strength is so powerful, the old man no longer hides her strength. Kaku, who is nicknamed Aging, also directly exploded his fruit power. I am a capable person in the form of a giraffe, take my trick. Kaku directly attacked Guina. Lan's feet are broken. Kaku supported the ground with one hand, used the giraffe's neck he had turned into a high-speed rotation with centrifugal force, and kicked out the foot from the foot. This trick cuts through the entire building in the original work. This guy is very powerful. Guina also said secretly, but I am not annoying. Guina directly liberated her Zanpaka knife. Qiwuhai. Guina's spot of light enveloped Kaku. Kaku's instinctive reaction is very dangerous, and he just gave up when he wanted to attack. It seems that you can't reach that range. As soon as Kaku finished talking to himself, he saw the circle that had just been shrouded in light, which was frozen into ice. This ability is terrifying, I almost died. Kaku also has lingering fears. Who would have thought that Qiwuhai rushed out directly, waving the sleeve of her hand. Bai Shui said again. The second dance by Lian. Guina's knife pointed at Kaku, and Kaku directly felt a sense of danger. Run. As soon as Kaku reacted, Guina's second dance by Lien attacked Kaku. This time Kaku didn't have time to react, and the cuffs were directly frozen. Scary. Even Kaku, who has superb bounce ability, just barely avoided this trick. The old man is angry. Kaku has been suppressed and finally got angry, broke out directly, and used his strongest attack on Guina. Lan's feet are broken. This time Kaku abandoned the heart of fear and directly maintained a subtle distance from Guina. It can not only avoid the first dance, but also attack Guina, and it's always there. The spinning Kaku is also difficult to be attacked by Guina's second dance. Huh. Look at my 3 dances. White blade. Guina directly used the third dance among her current strongest 3 dances. The water molecules in the air were instantly frozen by Guina, similar to the frozen fruit of the white snow sleeve, which suddenly grew longer, and the blade directly penetrated Kaku. So you still have your hands. The old man is defeated. After that, Kaku no longer has a voice. Guina re-sleeved Baishui into the scabbard, and Lin Tian, who had ended the battle, looked at the battle behind. The next battle is the battle between Nojiko and Gabra. At this time, Gabra has directly transformed as a wolf form of canine fruit. Gabra can be said to be very dangerous. But Nuoqigao escaped Gabra's attack by relying on the domineering ability of seeing and hearing. Finger gun Moonlight 10-finger gun, iron spikes. Gabra frequently attacked Nuoqigao with various ultimatums, but Nuoqigao still used the domineering to avoid Gabra's attacks. This guy. He can dodge my attack every time. Gabra also said helplessly. See how you hide this time. Gabra directly used his most powerful trick. Land-footed wolves even star. Chopping wave instantly turned into 4 wolves and attacked Nuoqigao. This time even if Nuoqigao was able to sense the attack, there was no way to avoid it anymore. However, who is Nuoqigao? He is a natural ability person. Physical attacks are not effective at all. In an instant, 4 wolves bit Nuoqigao. But Nuoqigao turned directly into a burst of sand. This is it possible that this guy is a natural fruit ability person? There is an inequality between the animal department and the nature department, and Gabra, who has not learned to be armed and domineering, has simply turned into a sandbag. Nuoji easily killed the 4 slashing wave wolves, then looked at Gabra and used the power of the rustling fruit. Sandstorm. The sandstorm used by Nuoqigao was the same as that used by Crocodile, and Gabra couldn't avoid it at all. Iron. As the space is limited, Gabra cannot avoid it, so Gabra directly used the ability of the iron block. But can a mere iron block withstand the sandstorm? The answer is no. Gabra finally succeeded in being swallowed by the dust storm. Nuoqigao said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, I just used it casually. I didn't expect it to be so strong. But Gabra can no longer reply to Nuoqigao. Even if I reply, it can only be said that you are so cruel. So the battle of Nuoqigao against Gabra also ended in the same way. Lin Tian, Nuoqigao and Qiwuhai continue to reach the next battlefield. The next battlefield is Robin vs Januo. Robin's flowers and fruits have improved a lot on the Sky Island. I have seen and heard about the domineering. Although Nicole Robin is younger than the original book, his strength is higher than that in the original book. Although Bruno didn't have the ability to become a monster, he still caused a lot of trouble for Robin with the fruit of the door. However, Robin eventually crushed Bruno by virtue of his ability to meet his spirits and fruit, and finally won. Seeing Lin Tian and the others came, they naturally knew that they had also solved the battle. Then came the next game. Xiao Ba snuggles against the lion. It's funny to say, these 2 funny characters want to cut their belly and commit suicide, but are habitually cute. Looking at it, only these 2 people have the most weird battle. The strength of the lion's snuggle was not weak, but in the end it was defeated by Zhaoba's 6 swords. Xiao Ba, who has been training for 2 years, also has the ability to cut steel. Coupled with learning some domineering things, it is not difficult to deal with ordinary attacks. While playing the color, Xiao Ba was lucky to defeat the lion cuttle. Take. Wow. Boss, are you all over? When did you come? Xiao Ba said in surprise when he saw Lin Tian. Haha, we have been here long ago, your battle is really interesting. Lin Tian joked. Then the group finally went to the last battlefield, the scene where Freud played against Autono Owl. Freud's domineering color has grown to the strongest below Lin Tian, so almost all the attacks of Autono Owl were blocked by Freud. Although Freud himself did not have the ability to attack, he also successfully dragged Otonashi Owl. "Where did you hide Tom?" Lin Tian asked directly. "Haha. Fool. Do you think I will tell you such important news to you? Tom has been arrested by our chief on Judicial Island long ago." "Then why don't you go to Judicial Island?" Lin Tian then asked. "Why should I tell you? Why should I tell you that we are? Because we want to set a trap to destroy you." Otonashi Owl directly told the big truth in his heart.
Lin Tian knew that this guy's mouth basically couldn't keep secrets, so there was a zipper.
"Wow. Your mouth is so strict. All the secrets are revealed." Xiao Ba couldn't help but vomit. Hateful. What else Otonashi Owl wanted to say was destroyed by everyone. Since then, with the exception of Kaffa, who didn't seem to be involved in this operation, everyone else was wiped out by Lin Tian and his party. Lin Tian was happy and smooth. He obtained Bruno's awakening points, Gabra's awakening points, Kaku's awakening points, and the original awakening points for defeating Lu Qi also directly got a chance to awaken. System. I will awaken the fruit of thunder this time. Lin Tian said excitedly. No problem, has successfully awakened the fruit of thunder for you. As soon as the system's voice fell, Lin Tian felt an extremely powerful force awakened in his body. The fruit of the thunder is really well deserved and not in vain. I stayed on the island for 2 years. Lin Tian tasted it carefully and finally calmed down. Bro. Unexpectedly, Frankie suddenly ran out. Why are you here? Lin Tian asked. Brother, I have hidden Espagu. After all, Espagu also crawled out secretly. If you didn't show up, we might have been taken away by the people of the world government. Master Tom, Espagu, was a little sad. But the meaning Lin Tian has already understood. Tom was taken away, right? Yes. Please save our master. Frankie and Espagu sincerely pleaded one after another, seeing Lin Tian's strength also extremely powerful, so the two of them couldn't afford to kneel down. Okay. I promised you. I also asked Tom to build a ship for me. Lin Tian also pulled the two up. Then Lin Tian looked at everyone and said, next, it may be very dangerous. We have to go to the Justice Island of the world government to rescue Tom. Our strongest number is obviously going to be dead. Lin Tian looked at the strongest ship lying in the dock and said with regret, he has been with us for so long, so let him shine for the last time this time. Then Lin Tian and his party boarded the strongest ship, and Lin Tian directly controlled the strongest ship and flew again. Lin Tian and his party ride the strongest ship. Fly to the Judicial Island with all his strength. Xiao Ba, standing on the deck, asked, Boss, what's the specific situation of Judicial Island? Looking at the appearance of Xiaohachi and Nuoqigao, Robin took the initiative to invite Ying and introduced. I will briefly introduce Judicial Island. First of all, Judicial Island was established by the world government. Unfortunately, there are nameless courts in it. Those detained to Judicial Island must have been identified as prisoners. Robin went on to preach. That is to say, there is no such thing as fairness. As long as a criminal enters the Judicial Island, 100% will be found guilty. Therefore, the criminal will eventually be escorted to a huge cold steel door. The Gate of Justice. Robin went on to explain. The prisoners who pass through this door have always gone and never returned, symbolizing the absolute justice of the world government. The prisoners detained to Judicial Island have never returned alive. Because there are only 2 places that can be reached after going to the sea from the Gate of Justice. One is the headquarters of the World Government Navy, with many Marlene, and the other is full of torture rooms and death penalty stands, imprisoning prisoners who do nothing in this world. The deep sea prison is advancing to the city. Therefore, Mr. Tom is now on Judicial Island, which means he is about to enter the Gate of Justice. Lin Tian also responded. Robin is right. So the purpose of our trip is to rescue Tom and prevent Tom from entering the Gate of Justice. Understand? Everyone understood the mission of this trip. However, at this moment in the Judicial Island, a person is pressing Tom viciously. Tom. You are already a prisoner. I'll say it one last time. Hand over the plan of Pluto. Wow, haha. I don't have a design drawing for that kind of thing. Tom looked at the person in front of him and smiled. The person in front of him has pink hair, and behind him is a group of people in white clothes. These people in white clothes also have the logo of the world government on their bodies. The man obviously didn't believe what Tom said, and replied, "Don't lie. I gave you a lot of face in a low voice. You still pretend to be garlic. I have traced the history of the Water City, and I have investigated it clearly. Search you. I'll find it soon." As he said, he grabbed Tom's shirt with his hands. "Ha ha ha. Do you have the right to investigate me?" Tom still asked without fear, "Of course. I have found out that you are the sinner who made One Piece's ship. Since you are a sinner, how to deal with you is my freedom. The government has known about this kind of thing. However, you suddenly caught me here. It seems that you are also a member of the world government." Tom has helped the world government to do a lot of construction before and made great contributions to many civilians. Therefore, the government knows that Tom built the ship for One Piece, but it is also preparing to remove his charge. However, the person in front of him is dependent on it, because he has just met with Wu Lao Xing not long ago. Just a while ago, Spandam came to the Holy Land Marie Joa where the 5 old stars are, and he said the importance of Pluto. Wu Lao Xing asked, "Is that thing fruitful?" "Yes, of course there are pirates who are making plans. If someone falls outside the government can't handle it. It has been more than 10 years since the beginning of the era of the great pirates. Seeing more and more pirates, preventing the resurrection of ancient weapons is urgent. I who maintain justice must have this assassin. Ancient weapons should be controlled by us. Destroy this the age of big pirates." Spandam said to the 5 old stars with a vow. The 5-star star thought for a while and said, "The times are changing, and what he said makes sense. Then you get the design drawing first. I'll talk about it later. Leave this to you." Spandam. It turns out that the person with pink hair is Spandam, who is wholeheartedly trying to capture Pluto's design, so he sent 9 to the factory to capture Tom. Therefore, at this special moment, Spandam captured Tom to Judicial Island. Another order received from Spam was to stay in the Water City and ambush Lin Tian. Another secret mission of Wu Lao Xing was to kill Lin Tian at all costs. In fact, it was in order to eliminate Lin Tian that the 5 old stars let Spandam be the master. In order to prevent Lin Tian from building a more powerful pirate ship, Wu Lao Xing also carefully set a trap for Lin Tian. Therefore, for Tom, it is nominally to take him to the Judicial Island to have a trial and revoke his crimes, but in reality Spandam imprisoned Tom privately and then forced him to ask the whereabouts of Tom Hades. "You guy. Is your mouth so hard?" Spandam looked at Tom in front of him and said viciously. Unexpectedly, Tom laughed and said, "Wow, haha, a man just needs to hold his head high." Spandam's lungs were about to explode. However, he couldn't get any information about Pluto's design from Tom. Spandam had searched Tom all over, but he didn't have the shadow of Pluto's design at all. "Where did you hide him?" Spandam also looked at Tom viciously. Tom smiled and refused to admit it, which made Spandam helpless. Tom, who had a bad premonition for a long time, secretly hid the Pluto design. That is to say, no one except Tom himself knew the specific location of the Pluto design. "Report, sir. A ship is about to arrive at Judicial Island. It should be a pirate group. Please instruct." A seaman reported to Spandam. "The pirate ship shouldn't be that kid, right?" "No. 9 but it's all there. Is it a ship?" Spandam also asked a little uncertainly. "Okay. There is only one pirate ship. But the message is that they are flying in the sky." The Marine reported. "Asshole. What are you kidding? How can there be a flying ship?" Spandam also directly reprimanded the Marines. "Even if it is a flying pirate ship, dare to enter the Judicial Island. There must be no return. You fellow. Just wait for my torture." Spandam threatened fiercely, and then walked out, ready to find out. Tom laughed and said to himself, "Could it be that it is that guy? It seems that he is also a resounding man. Wow ha 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 ha." Spandam didn't believe his eyes at all. He actually saw a pirate ship flying towards Judicial Island in the sky. Lin Tian looked at the island in front of him and the Judicial Island record pointer found from 9 and said with certainty, "Everyone, the Judicial Island is here. Let's break in directly from the main entrance. Prevent being encircled and suppressed." "Tom, here I am," Lin Tian said with a smile. "You still owe me a top pirate ship. Finally Lin Tian flew over the iron fence around Judicial Island. Lin Tian observed that the topography of Judicial Island was very peculiar. There was a waterfall surrounding Judicial Island, and the surrounding sea directly flowed downward. The Judicial Island is located in the center of the waterfall, and the center of the Judicial Island is a court-like courthouse. Through the courthouse, you can see the tallest tower-shaped building. This tower is called the Tower of Justice. Behind is the location of the Gate of Justice. The building resembles a fortress, with a flag representing the world government in the highest place. It seems that this huge building is the Tower of Justice. It is also the goal of our trip. At the end of the island is the Gate of Justice. We may have to fight all the way to the Gate of Justice. Lin Tian watched it very clearly from the strongest ship, so he explained to his friends. Pass the main entrance and you will reach the front door of the Judicial Island main island. You have to be prepared. I guess Mr. Tom is in the Judicial Tower, but I'm not sure. Why doesn't the boss go directly to the Tower of Justice? Xiao Ba asked. Yeah, why don't you go directly to the Tower of Justice and rescue Tom? Guina also asked suspiciously. I'm not sure. If Mr. Tom is hidden, we will miss it. Let's talk about it. The seaman will not stop us for long. Even if we pass through the Gate of Justice, we have to save Mr. Tom. You know he still owes us a pirate ship. Lin Tian also smiled as he spoke, and all of his friends were infected by Lin Tian's incredibly confident aura. Come on. Rescue Mr. Tom. After being infected by Lin Tian, everyone's morale was mobilized. Seeing the large number of troops deployed by the Navy densely packed on the Judicial Island, Lin Tian also smiled. The world government and the Navy are so powerful. It seems that they deliberately set up an ambush. Are they making a special trip to destroy me? We are here. Ready to fight. Lin Tian put a smile away and reminded. Lin Tian directly controlled the strongest number and landed at the main entrance of Judicial Island. As planned, he will break through the Island of Justice in one fell swoop, all the way to the Gate of Justice and rescue Tom. At this moment, the main entrance of Judicial Island is already full of sea soldiers. The seamen in Navy costumes also guarded the front gate aggressively. Lin Tian knew that these were the elite soldiers of the Navy. It seems that the Warring States and the 5 Old Stars really made a big effort to kill me. But even 9 is to die, and now it is only a mere increase in casualties. Lin Tian thought. With us, you don't want to step into the Judicial Island half a step. The Marines obviously saw Lin Tian early, and they were all ready to stop Lin Tian's attack at any time. Oh, it's terrible. I've been admiring my name for a long time, Captain Lin Tian. Suddenly, the front door opened, and a person walked out of the front door. This man has a wretched smile, sunglasses, a striped suit, black curly hair, and a beard on his face. How can Lin Tian not know who the person in front of him is? Yellow Ape. Paluzolino, you have all been sent to the Navy. Lin Tian also smiled, and he didn't seem to be worried at all. Both of them were smiling at this time, one with a wretched smile and the other with a calm smile. The person who came here was Huang Yuan. Although his mouth was often, it was so scary, he hung it on his lips, but he almost never put the person in front of him in his eyes. Oh, I didn't expect Captain Lin Tian to know me. It really flattered me. Huang Yuan continued to lift Lin Tian in his words. But Lin Tian easily heard Huang Yuan's arrogance and disdain from these words. Lin Tian was also not angry, but also sneered at each other. Huang Yuan, the least nosy person among the 3 Navy generals. Why would he come here to chat with me today? Isn't he waiting for me deliberately? Huang Yuan also looked at Lin Tian wretchedly and said, Oh, who told me that I happened to be in the Navy headquarters? The Red Dog is the one who wants to kill you the most. I heard that you killed the guy Kuzan. Everyone said you depended on luck. Yeah. I don't know if it's true. You will know if it's real right away. Lin Tian is also very wary. Although Huang Yuan is still wretched, the aura of the whole person has suddenly changed. It seems that you don't intend to catch it with your hands. It's okay. Let me see and see. Why are you on Earth? Defeat Kuzan. Mr. Lin Tian, have you ever been kicked by the light? Huang Yuan asked this sentence, and Lin Tian raised the corner of his mouth, knowing that Huang Yuan was about to kick at the speed of light. Lin Tian's speed is very fast, but Huang Yuan's speed is even faster. Even at this time, Lin Tian couldn't compete with the yellow ape who possessed the shining fruit in speed. The speed of lightning is much slower than the speed of light. Huang Yuan's light speed kick came to Lin Tian's side in an instant. So fast. Even if Lin Tian was mentally prepared, he never expected that the speed of light could kick so fast. Speed is power, Huang Yuan said triumphantly, and then kicked towards Lin Tian. Armed color. Lin Tian was armed with his entire body directly, but because the speed of light was too fast, Lin Tian could only passively defend. Therefore, at this time, Lin Tian was raised several meters away by Huang Yuan. It's terrible. Just in the first half of the Great Channel, you actually have such a terrifying armed domineering. My speed of light kick can only kick you a few meters away. Huang Yuan looked at Lin Tian solemnly and said preciously. Huang Yuan was shocked in his heart, and Lin Tian was even more shocked. The shining fruit of the yellow ape is really strong, the speed is too fast. However, Lin Tian raised his head again and looked at Huang Yuan, still smiling confidently. Not bad. Worthy of being an admiral. It seems that I have to show some real strength. Although Huang Yuan still looks indifferent, he has already faced Lin Tian squarely in his heart. Lin Tian suddenly shouted, "You go first. Infiltrate the judicial island." The friends around are also aware of it. Mr. Lin Tian, have you forgotten my existence? Huang Yuan also appeared next to Lin Tian's friends in an instant, but was about to attack. An extremely powerful aura broke out from Lin Tian. Huang Yuan's face changed drastically, and he directly withstood the powerful pressure, and reluctantly gave up the attack. Overlord looked domineering. Huang Yuan's complexion also changed drastically. Such a powerful overlord look and domineering. This is the first time I have seen it. Huang Yuan was shocked to resist Lin Tian's incredible domineering look, squeezed out his strength, and looked at the surrounding marines. Where can anyone stand with the elite marines, who have fallen to the ground one after another, and they don't know their life or death?